The Cutlass gets great mileage.
It's sticker priced at only $62.94.
And now the good old guys will give you a better deal than ever. That means right now, you're this close to driving an Oldsmobile instead of dreaming about one.
From your good old guys.
Bobby Goldsboro with John, Monday, 4:30.
From Television City in Hollywood, the offbeat, fascinating, and funny ways America earns a living on That's My Line. This man is throwing a knife at one of our correspondents. He's a knife thrower and an instinct shooter. That's his line. This man's movements may not look sexy to you, but certain birds find him irresistible. He earns money getting birds in the mood for love. That's his line.
We have in chinchilla a king-size bedspread for between $40,000 to $50,000.
This man sells the most expensive furnishings in the world. That's his line. You'll meet these people and more tonight on That's My Line, starring Bob Barker.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, and welcome to That's My Line. Now, this may look like a telephone directory, but it's a dictionary of occupational titles. It lists more than 20,000 different jobs. Now, you can imagine how many bizarre ways Americans earn their livings, but I have news for you. Most of the guests on tonight's show have such unusual jobs, they aren't even listed in this book. You'll be meeting them shortly, but first, I'd like to have you meet our two lovely correspondents who have been out tracking down wild, weird, and wacky workers. Say hello to T.U. Leek and Suzanne Child. You are beautiful as always tonight.
Thank you.
You are indeed. And Suzanne, you've had an exciting week. I understand you were the target for a knife thrower.
Bob, he threw a knife so close to my face, I almost got a free nose job.
But you also went to Baraboo, Wisconsin. Who'd you meet there?
I met a dancer. The unusual thing about him, though, was his partner.
Come on, Tex.
This is Dr. George Archibald. And while he may not look like much of a dancer, to a certain female named Tex who loves him, he's Fred Astaire and John Travolta rolled into one. That's because Tex is a rare bird. She's a whooping crane, and there are only 119 like her in the entire world. When she goes out dancing with Dr. Archibald, it's a matter of life and death. Because if she won't dance, she won't lay eggs. And if she won't lay eggs, her species could die out. And unlike these Siberian cranes who make beautiful music together, Tex has no romantic interest in other cranes, as Dr. Archibald explains.
She was raised by humans, not by cranes, so she thinks she's a human. So she doesn't want to pair with a crane. Although we've tried her with beautiful males, she's rejected them. But she's chosen me, or I guess I've chosen her. And I danced with her for 4 years now. We received 3 eggs. When Tex first arrived in April of 1976, I subdivided her house, put a cot and a desk there, and lived there for the spring. She slept at the foot of my bed. We established our pair bond that spring. And subsequent springs, she produced eggs.
But the story will not have a happy ending. The dance team of George and Tex is about to be broken up. Dr. Archibald is going on to other work, and I wondered if I might apply for his job. I asked him how Tex would react to me.
I think that she'd likely attack you. She doesn't like women, and if you approached her quarters, she'd likely walk up, be extremely stiff and strutty, and she'd likely peck you. But you could try.
First, I decided I'd better practice with a baby crane. I soon had her eating out of my hand. So much for practice. Now on to Tex. I gave Tex some of my best moves, but she didn't seem too impressed. Obviously, I can't replace Dr. Archibald.
What are your feelings going to be when you break away from Tex?
Well, I'm glad to break away. It's actually very boring spending hours and hours with a bird. And I feel that I've put in my time with her, and now it's time for somebody else to try. Although I like the bird, she is just a bird. She's a lovely bird. And I wish her all the best.
And how does Tex feel about it?
I like that bird. That's a nice train. Sure is.
She didn't like me too much.
No, I'd like to have that bird. I like that bird. But you're poor baby. Your dance didn't do a thing for that crane.
No, well, it doesn't really matter, Bob, because I can still do this at discos and I get an awful lot of attention.
I wonder if I could learn to do that.
That's my line. Sponsored by the people in your town who bring you delicious, refreshing Coca-Cola. The people who invite you to have a Coke and a smile.
I'm walking into the kitchen, see. Now, open up the refrigerator door. And I look way in the back behind the mayonnaise. I spy me an icy bottle of Coke. And I pops it open. When that ice-cold Coke hits the back of my throat.
A Coke and a smile makes me feel good, makes me feel nice. Have a Coke and a smile.
That's the real thing.
There goes another gas station. Are the other gonna stop?
The Corolla Tercel, Toyota's lowest priced car, gets such good gas mileage that for some, it could be a problem.
I gotta stop at the gas station. Wow, we haven't had to stop for gas in hours. We haven't stopped for anything. Do you know why I bought this front-wheel drive Toyota? Allow gas to the gas mileage. I'll stop, but I don't have to because this is Toyota's highest mileage car. And Lester,
Oh, what a feeling.
high mileage.
Toyota.
Audience, I want you to hear the voices of some of Hollywood's most famous movie stars. Listen to voice number 1 here.
Oh, fluffer and succotash. Wait till I catch that bird, I'll swallow him whole.
Sylvester Cat, one of your favorites, I know. That's just one. Listen to number 2 here.
Ooh, that's what I call a putty tab. I did see a putty tab.
There you are. Old Tweety Bird. Tweety Bird. Now here's number 3.
I'm a real Westerner. Where can I find my gun?
Yeah, Yosemite Sam. That's who it is. And not only that, our next guest earns his living bringing all those characters to life. That's his line. Say hello to Mel Blanc. Such a pleasure to see you again. Always a pleasure to see you. I think you can tell from the response of that audience they love those voices, 3 of their favorites, but you've done so many, and I'd like to ask you to do a few more.
Oh, I'd love to.
For instance, the Maxwell on the old Jack Benny show. How did that all start?
Well, you know, the sound effects men were supposed to play the sound of a motor on a record.
Uh-huh.
And I saw, just before the cue, I saw they didn't have the electric plug put in the socket.
Yes.
And it came to the cue, and I jumped up to the microphone, and I made like a Maxwell, like this.
One of America's favorite automobiles of all time. And the parrot, Jack Benny's parrot.
Well, his parrot couldn't come in on cue. So he asked me if I could do it. I said,
Rat! If it's cheapskate, if it's cheapskate.
You know, I once heard that the Benny writers tried to play a joke on you by deliberately putting something into the script that they didn't think you could handle. Is that true? Did that really happen?
Oh, yeah, that's very true. They thought that I couldn't do this. We were visiting Epsom Downs in England, you know, the horse race track.
Yes.
And one of the writers writes in, Mel Blanc does an English horse whinny.
An English horse whinny?
How can you tell the nationality of a horse?
I couldn't.
But I never say no, and I waited for the cue, and when the cue came, I did an English horse whinny like this.
Oh, only you could handle that assignment. Only you could handle that. When did you start doing these sounds and voices?
Oh,
Mel?
gosh, when I was just a little kid, I think about 1916.
And here you are, still going strong.
Yes, I'm doing a lot more work than I've ever done. And, you know, I'm still looking for someone who can do the voices that I do, so that when I retire, I hope in a long time from now, but when I do retire, I'll have someone that I can depend on to do my voices.
To take over for you?
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be tough to try to find someone, I mean.
It will be.
I wish I could help. You know, maybe I could help you out, Mel.
Good.
Look out here in this audience. Some of those people look as if they're loaded with talent. At least a couple of them are loaded right up here. I'll tell you what, I'll go out there. I'll find some people I think might have talent. You do a voice for them, and we'll see how well they do.
Okay.
Here we go.
Good deal.
Here we go. Now, anyone out here who feels that he or she, here's a lady with her hand up already back here. She has confidence. I'm coming right back to you, madam. Stand up there, would you please? And tell me your name.
Sue Schiller.
Sue Schiller. What do you do?
I'm a medical assistant.
And you have never done voices or anything like this?
No, not
But you
really.
feel that perhaps you could handle it, do you? All right, Mel, how about Bugs Bunny? Do Bugs Bunny for her, will you please?
Me. What's up, Doc?
All right.
I can do a chicken better than that.
Now look, is this your show or my show? If you want to do a chicken, go out in the parking lot and do a chicken, you see? But if you're going to do what we're asking you to do, it's Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny again. Will you please, Mel?
Me. Can't you do Bugs Bunny, Doc? Try it once. Me. What's up, Doc?
That's pretty good. That's better than you thought you could do. Let's see here. Let me look around. Now, you had your hand up. What's your name?
I got laryngitis.
We are on the full facilities of CBS. I have one of the highest priced talents in Hollywood, Mel Blanc up there. I have built this up. This is going to be one of the highlights of the show, and you have laryngitis. Why did you raise your hand?
I was just playing.
Go back and play with the guy you came with. There, will you please? Here's a man who could do this. Stand up here. Tell me your name, sir.
Stanley Sugar.
Stanley, what do you do?
Nothing.
I knew, Stanley. I knew you had talent. If you can live these days and do nothing, you have to have talent. Now, I want you to try to do the voice that he does next. Mel, how about Daffy Duck?
Well, certainly, Daffy Duck is a kind of screwy little duck that does...
Now, what? All right, you do a beautiful cuckoo clock. That's what you do. Thank you very much. How about you hiding around behind me here? Stand up here, please. Now, for him, how about Bugs Bunny?
Me. What's up, Doc? Me. What's up, Doc?
That's good. That's really good. Yeah. Mel, I think I have a hot one here.
Sounds good.
It does. How about a little Daffy Duck?
Why, certainly, you are despicable.
Suffering succotash. Certainly I can sound like Daffy Duck. You're despicable.
Why, that's marvelous. I have the man right here. I have the man. What's your name?
Noel Blanc.
Noel Blanc. Mel's son. Come on, let's join your dad up there, Noel. Noel has been working on this a spell, we can tell. He does them beautifully, Mel. He really does them well. How long have you been working with him?
Oh, he used to come to me when I was a kid, when he was a kid.
Don't make me that old.
Now, wait a minute. I liked your first story better, Mel.
And I'd be fixing, we have an antique watch collection between us.
Yes.
And I'd be fixing one of my antique watches, and I'd say, "Say, this thing certainly is old, don't you think so?"
And I'd say, yes, it's a mainspring, isn't it? And we get the
I'd say it's the wettest story I've heard since I came out here tonight. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I said we got a lot of rusty watches with it.
I bet you did. I bet you did. How old were you when you first started doing voices?
Oh, about 4 years old. I'd bring a Bugs Bunny comic book in and sit on his knee, and he would read them to me in the different voices. I'd try to copy him.
Sure. Has he mastered them all?
Yes, he's done almost everything except Yosemite Sam is a little gravelly on his voice.
Yosemite Sam is right down here. Real tough. Every time I try that, my vocal cords end up on the wall somewhere. You know, but it's interesting because he can do that so well and for so long a time. Didn't you have, I think you had your voice box x-rayed once.
Right.
He had his voice box x-rayed. And the doctor told him that his vocal cords were as strong as the great Caruso, that he had only seen another pair of vocal cords like Mel's.
Of course, I can't sing like Caruso, but...
I already had a spot planned for next week. Have him back. Well, this has just been a marvelous visit. I want to thank you for all of the happiness you've brought us, Mel, and Noel will be watching for you in the future. But before you go, do you two have any final words for us?
Yes.
That's all, folks.
I'm the voice of Lady Bear. Yeah, I'm smarter than you ever has been. That's my line.
Hi, I'm Jack Mercer, and I do the voice of Popeye. I am what I am, and that's all what I am. And that's my line.
Hi, everybody. I'm Clarence Nash, and I'm the voice of Donald Duck.
Yeah, shut up, everybody. That's my line.
Yep, that's my line.
My baloney has a first name, it's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name, it's M-A-Y-E-R. Oh, I love to eat it every day, and if you ask me why, I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with B-L-O-G-N-A.
Oscar Mayer, the first name in Bologna.
How does your son feel about the wash?
I really don't think he cares about the wash.
Mrs. Edmondson just uses detergent alone. Let's see what happens when she adds Clorox bleach to one of her loads.
Which pile is the cleaner?
Well, I think this file's the cleaner. But, you know, I'm not into wash at all.
I do care about a clean wash. This one is definitely cleaner. That's the Clorox one. The grass stains and the ground-in dirt are gone. So it obviously is Clorox that made the difference.
Clorox makes the difference.
If I can tell, anybody can.
Looking good together, looking good, looking good. 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 Good things to share, good friends are there. Looking good together. UNCBS, you're looking good.
Our next guest.
And I'll bet it has something to do with poisonous spiders.
How'd you guess that?
There's one on your back.
Oh, Mom!
No, I'm only kidding. There's not. There is not a spider. I knew that because I saw a gentleman backstage with a lot of poisonous spiders. He had tarantulas, all sorts of goodies like that.
I know they're backstage. That's why I'm out here.
Well, he's going to bring them out here right now.
Oh, then I'm going back there.
You do that. And ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our very own Spider-Man, Mr. Henry Gonzalez. Henry Gonzalez works for Dr. Findlay Russell, a world expert in venom research at the County USC Medical Center. And Henry, it is a pleasure to have you and your friends on That's My Line. Now, we're talking about spiders, but obviously you have other things here. Now, this is a spider down here, isn't it?
Yes, sir. That's Black Widow.
Where'd you get these black widows that you have around?
Black widows, you find them all over. You can go outside here in the parking lot, around the parking structure, and pick you up a couple of dozen.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you return to your car, pick up a dozen or two black widows. Have fun here at CBS. What are these down here, these little fellers?
Those are scorpions. Those are your local scorpions.
They're not my local scorpions. What is the big, mean-looking one right over here?
Oh, that's a red-legged tarantula.
Are you going to reach in there like this? Henry, are you just showing off? Is that safe?
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, they bite, don't they?
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And just keep him right over there, close to you, Henry. Look at that thing. Never win the Miss Universe beauty pageant, I'll tell you that. Now, am I correct in believing that you take venom from these? What do you do with it?
Yes, sir. We use it in our medical research and medicine.
And when you take the venom from the tarantula, you call that milking it?
Yes, sir.
Would you milk that on our show tonight?
Yes, sir. We use electrical stimulator, which...
Now, wait a minute. I don't like his looks, but you're not going to hurt him, are you?
Oh, no, that's a mild, very mild stimulator.
Oh, yes, that's okay. I can feel my venom running out, though.
Okay,
all right, now you're going to put him over there.
We're just going to put him over here on the slide. John will bring his fangs out and put him right over the slide.
Look at that.
And then we will use the stimulator.
If you're having dinner as you watch our show, freeze it and have it tomorrow night.
And here is the stimulator. We're putting him right over the fangs, and what we're doing now is stimulating the fangs and the venom glands, and it'll shock him, give him a little shock there, and irritate him.
Now, will we be able to see the venom?
Oh, absolutely. Sure. If it cooperates here, you'll...
I wonder if this guy's ever thought about using Nair.
There we go.
There's venom. There it is. Look at that. It's pretty, isn't it? It's actually pretty in that close-up. Now, what would that, just the venom that we saw there, is it expensive? How much would that be?
It's quite expensive. That amount of venom there, a few drops, about $200 worth.
For just that?
Yes, sir.
Henry, I've learned a lot. First of all, I've learned that you can pick up a tarantula, which I am totally surprised to see, but I've learned a lot, and I thank you for being on our show. I do indeed, and thank you for helping him. Now, my friend Theo is at a safe distance, and I want her to introduce our next unusual occupation, Theo.
When you travel anywhere by car, there are two big problems, traffic and where to park. When our next guest is on the road, however, he stops traffic. And where does he park? Anywhere he wants. Watch. Hi.
You called for a tank?
I sure did. See you later. I'm riding with Abraham Scheib, who just happens to own an M23 tank. The tank has seen action in World War II and Korea, and it's seeing a lot of action nowadays on the streets of Los Angeles. Abe rents it out for parties, dinner dates, and meeting friends at the airport, and he charges $35 an hour. And we asked some people if they would like to rent it.
At $35 an hour? Who can afford it? You're crazy.
Hey, it beats riding on the back of a motorcycle any day.
Well, it'd be great for a drive-in movie. With the right girl, of course.
It's the perfect vehicle for my mother-in-law.
Business is tremendous. It really is. I'm really
Your book got here in 1981.
Yeah, of Thanksgiving. I think one of the reasons I contribute business so good is because I have the only business in the United States.
No competition.
Well, the United States government, but even if you was to join the Army and become a general, they're still not going to let you take one home for a weekend.
A television star once rented the tank to deliver the final divorce papers to his wife. She had mixed feelings about it. I would say that's a heck of a way to get divorced.
She kept her sense of humor. She said tanks a lot, but no tanks.
Here at CBS, it's not unusual to see people who earn their living by dancing, but one group I came across the other day is really different. You're looking at members of the Ballet Trocadero, which has earned international recognition and acclaim as one of the finest and funniest ballet companies in the world. What makes them unique is there are no female dancers in the company. All the traditional ballerina roles are danced to perfection by men. The artistic director and founder of the group is Natch Taylor. And first, Natch, here we go. I'd like to know how long ago you founded the company.
The group was started in 1974.
Now, it is unique. Was it a little tough getting the company off the ground?
Well, at first, most of the people that came to see us came to laugh at us instead of with us. But as we've gotten better and have developed more what we're doing, they're laughing with us now at our jokes where we want them to laugh.
Good. Is that popping sound your knees or mine?
I hope it's not mine.
I'll bet it's not. Maybe I've had enough of this. They're laughing with you now, and that's precisely what you want.
Yes, I think we bring out the funny things in ballet, and then we want them to laugh with us at what we're having fun with and not at us because we're big men in little tutus.
I understand, and I'm looking forward to seeing this dance. The only woman in the company is Betty Ann Terrell, who is the ballet mistress and the associate artistic director. Betty Ann? Yes. Now, is it tough for a man who is no longer a child to learn to dance on his toes?
Very.
And you had to teach them?
Sort of.
And now you have to teach them the dances, and you are in charge of the rehearsals.
That's right.
And a baseball manager, when his players aren't doing what he wants, he fines them. What do you do?
Cry.
You cry?
Yes.
But she hasn't been crying a lot. The reason Betty Ann hasn't had to cry is because the Ballet Trocadero has its act together, but good. And you'll see them live right after we choreograph our commercials.
You're someone special, you're striving for more, trying to do things better than before. You're trying harder, you're reaching so tall. You're drinking Sprite and you're giving it your all. You found more in Sprite, you found lime and you found more in you. So you keep on climbing when you're reaching for more. Reach for Sprite when you're reaching for more. Reach for Sprite.
Daddy?
I was hoping you'd come looking for me.
Serious card.
It's a Hallmark.
Hallmark has 1,690 different ways to say happy birthday, and one of them is your way.
You never sent this to me before.
Hey, what a card can say for you.
Daddy, I'm gonna keep this forever.
Hey, what a Hallmark card can do.
That's My Line with the Ballet Trocadero, and our sharpshooter will continue.
Sunday, Archie Bunker's Place tries to straighten out its waiter.
Fred is going to turn our bar and grill into a fairyland.
And on One Day at a Time, Grandma's back for good.
I just hired her. She's our new receptionist.
But can it last?
You're going to fire her.
Laugh Sunday with Archie Bunker's Place and One Day at a Time. On the CBS Saturday night movie, Claude Akins stars, along with Howard Hessman as a town fights to survive tarantulas, The Deadly Cargo, Saturday at 9, 8 Central and Mountain.
Tonight on CBS.
You don't have to give up flavor to give up caffeine. Get a taste of robust Nescafe decaffeinated instant coffee.
Gravity was easy to solve. But could Newton have solved Rubik's Cube? Rubik's Cube. Over 3 billion combinations, but just one solution.
Fellow Americans, Kinney Shoes presents a cost-cutting platform that every man, woman, and kid can stand on proudly, as long as they hurry.
Ritual of Evil on tonight's Summer Chiller.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind you that every role you're going to see danced in this ballet will be performed by a male. We take pride in presenting the Ballet Trocadero. America, fashion is big business, and small business, too. Everybody loves to dress up. You are about to meet two people involved in the business of fashion. One from New York City, and the other from Beverly Hills. They are 3,000 miles apart geographically, and about 3,000 light years apart in style and price range.
I went to New York City and covered the lower end of the price range. Not too many people expect to find bargains on Wall Street, but I did. That's where I met Sam Potash. Sam is a street vendor, and the sky is his only overhead, which explains why he can afford to sell his merchandise for less, a lot less.
They look like designer shirts.
You came a little too late.
And what about the flowers?
Oh, the flowers, the beautiful flowers,
Yes.
they're available in all colors and sizes. Who is the shirt for?
My husband.
Oh, you want to get something nice?
Yeah.
Well, these are pretty nice, but I have some real nice stuff over here.
Shirts, flowers, shoes, hats, and jewelry. There's no limit to what Sam will handle.
Anything we get our hands on is a good deal. You know, it has to look like it's good value for the money, even if it isn't.
How much are those shirts?
$5.
$5? That's cheap.
Depends. On Friday, we charge more.
How much is shirt on Friday?
$7, $8. You know, it depends who walks up. A guy walks up, it's like a sport with his girl. So you ask more money because he doesn't want to, you know, he wants to look good in front of the girl.
Sam, do you work this corner all the time?
Most of the time, several times a week. Except when the cops bother us, the weather's too big.
You get chased away from here?
Beg pardon?
You get chased away from here?
Are you kidding? I'm lucky the cops didn't come out, just that we feel a little crazy, so we don't mind. We made a big spread. Usually, we keep putting the box, we hide behind the car so they can't see us. See?
Yeah?
And, sure, it's a rat race.
What if I bought a shirt and I took it home to my husband and it was too big? You give me back my money?
I would, he wouldn't.
Oh, that's the fellow that works with you.
He's a hustler. He's the kind of guy when he sells fruit, puts rotten fruit in the bottom half of the bag, you know, and the top half looks good. He shortchanges them, like say the thing's 35 cents a pound. They give him $1. He says 35 cents, and he gives them the 35 cents that are 65.
But you're an honest man.
Yes, I can't help it. There's something wrong with me.
Oh, Tia, that was fun. I see you've changed your outfit.
Yes, Bob, this is my street outfit. Everything I'm wearing was bought on the cheap. In fact, this entire outfit was purchased for only $21.
$21? You are indeed a good shopper. I wish you'd go backstage and have a talk with my wife. She could use some help in that area.
All right, Bob.
Thank you, to you. But now I want you to meet someone at the other end of the fashion scale. T.U. said that outfit cost $21. Well, if you were to visit our next guest shop, that very same $21 could buy a handkerchief. Not their top-of-the-line handkerchief, mind you, but a handkerchief. Come with me as I explain more fully. This is Beverly Hills, California. If you can find a house here that sells for under $500,000, grab it. It's a steal. And this is Rodeo Drive, probably the single most expensive street in Beverly Hills. I'm standing in front of Bijan's, the most exclusive shop on the most exclusive street in the most exclusive city in the world. Let me show you something. A sign here, by appointment only. You have to have an appointment to shop here. You can't just walk in off the street. But I have an appointment. And just to play it safe, I made it under the name Cary Grant. Let's go. Thank you.
Hello, are you Mr. Grant?
No, I'm not Mr. Grant, but I'm certainly glad that you noticed the resemblance. I'm Bob Barker. I have an appointment.
Hello, Mr. Barker. Please let me take you to the salesperson.
Thank you. Once we straightened out the confusion about my remarkable resemblance to Cary Grant, I was introduced to my personal salesperson. I told her I wanted to buy a simple sport shirt, nothing fancy, and she showed me a simple sport shirt, not too fancy, in silk.
You should feel this silk. It's absolutely the best.
Oh, I think I'd like to have that. I do indeed. Yes. How much is it?
This is $275.
I think I know now why you need an appointment. And a doctor. That's a lot of money. But when you're surrounded by more than $2 million worth of interior decoration, it suddenly seems reasonable to pay $275 for a shirt. This solid brass staircase cost $500,000. The antique furnishings include this magnificent chandelier and this small Persian rug that cost a mere $75,000. Our crew wore surgical booties over their shoes to protect the rug. Incidentally, the bill for fresh flowers runs up to $1,500 a week. All of it reflects the taste and philosophy of one man, Bijan. Hello, Bijan.
Good morning, sir.
I would like to have you tell us why this shirt is $275.
This shirt is one of them 24 silk shirts that I designed and made in the same pattern and same design for my different houses in Europe and here.
There are only 23 more shirts of this design in the entire world?
But about 24 altogether made like that. And beautiful silk crepe de chine jacquard and beautiful cotton that make a shirt special and expensive.
Yes. You've convinced me. I don't see how you can afford to let it go for just $275. But now, this suit back here, why is it $1,000?
Well, I believe that this suit is $1,100.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Yes, you're right. $1,100.
Right.
Who pays these prices?
People with taste and money.
Yes, certainly with money. Ever had royalty come here to the show?
Yes, I had. Till a couple of weeks ago, as I went through, I had the pleasure serving and designing for 4 different kings.
4 kings? Mm-hmm. All you need is a pair of jacks.
So.
What is the most expensive single item in the entire shop?
We do have here bedspread in mink. We have in chinchilla, king-size bedspread for between $40,000 to $50,000 for your bed.
$50,000 for a bedspread.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't sleep if I knew I had paid the $50,000.
If you buy that or you take it to your house, you'll love it.
I want to ask you something.
Surely.
In your heart of hearts, don't you think you are overcharging just a bit?
Well, I don't think so. Maybe yes. If I say maybe yes, I don't know. I don't like the word overcharging. But I tell you something. A couple of days ago, I saw a strawberry. One strawberry fruit, believe or not, somewhere here, for $1.
One strawberry for $1?
That was very big, pretty, softy, and fantastic.
With my luck, I get that on my $275 shirt.
You should watch that. What I try to say, everything is relative.
I have a plan, and it involves the Bijan look. I would like to have you take Mike Ravel. Bijan, this is Mike Ravel. Bijan.
My pleasure.
Mike here is a production assistant on our show. Yeah. Now, he's dressed just as most of the members of our crew are dressed, in slacks and a sport shirt. I would like to have you take him and give him the Bijan look. I mean, from the tip of his toes to the top of his head. Would you do that? And cost is absolutely no object. And I want the $45 socks. I want the $275, whatever. Spend as much as necessary to give him the Bijan look.
I want that you look the gentleman very carefully, and then after you see what I did with him. But before I go for the CBS is paying for this bill, for this stuff.
Oh, well, we won't talk about that later. We're having fun now. This is fun. We're having fun now. We'll discuss money later.
Okay.
Yeah. But you will do that?
My pleasure.
All right. The next time we see you, you're going to have the Bijan look, Mike. And we'll be right back with Mike Ravel and the Bijan look in just a moment.
It's a headache, and it's right in through here.
Will you try extra-strength Tylenol? You know, you can't buy a more potent pain reliever without a prescription.
I wouldn't believe it unless I tried it.
Look at the difference in the amounts of medicine in the leading pain relievers.
Extra-strength Tylenol has the most medicine. I would love to try it. I feel great, don't I, look it? Can't you tell? I'm going to stick with extra-strength Tylenol. If it can do this, kid, that's mine.
Extra-strength Tylenol, aspirin-free, and you can't buy a more potent pain reliever without a prescription.
Mother uses my shampoo.
My daughter uses my shampoo.
Johnson's baby shampoo.
Johnson's cleans gently.
No more tears.
So it can't hurt my hair. And unlike some other baby shampoos,
it can't harm my eyes.
Johnson's gives my Julie's hair that clean, healthy look.
Johnson's leaves my mom's hair so shiny.
And I want my hair to look just like hers.
And now, try the new dispenser cap that makes one-hand application a snap from Johnson & Johnson.
At supper time, I've got 20 men and 1 dog to feed. All beef eaters.
Look at Butch. He loves beef. Mighty Dog Pure Beef. They don't fool around with Mighty Dog. Of all leading brands, only Mighty Dog is packed full of pure beef. The others aren't. See, they're mostly meat byproducts. So get your beef eater, Mighty Dog Beef for Dogs in the single serving can. For pure beef, it's the only one.
A quick reminder here that everything TU is wearing cost a total of only $21 as we meet our own Mike Gravel transformed into the Bijan Man. Oh, yes, you are.
Please, Bob, don't touch.
Don't touch. No, of course not. I won't touch. But you are a thing of beauty. Now, let's find out how much this outfit cost.
I have the prices, Bob.
Oh, you have all of them?
I sure
All right,
do.
let's start at the bottom. I assume these are Bijan socks?
Exactly.
Let us have a look. How much are these socks?
$35.
$35. Her whole outfit cost less than these socks. And look at the shoes. Mighty spiffy. How much?
$350.
$350, but that's for both the right and the left. The tie is a handsome necktie.
$75.
$75. And under that, a beautiful shirt, which cost?
$300.
$300. Are you wearing a belt? Open your jacket then. Let's see the belt. Yes. There, Bijan buckle, and then the pocket handkerchief. How much did they cost?
A bargain at $100.
Only $100. And this suit that brought gasps from this audience, how much was it?
$1,100.
$1,100 for a total price
Hold
of...
it, Bob.
What?
This
What?
outfit
What?
comes with a coat. Get this.
Oh, cashmere.
And
Lined with mink. Can you believe it? Can you stand it? Just a moment. Suzanne, just a second. I want to point out one thing. You asked, do clothes make the man? No sooner did she get on him, she gave him a kiss. Yeah, it did something for her. Now, what is the total of everything here?
$25,960.
$25,960. Now, I'm going to poll the audience right now. Ladies and gentlemen, with your applause, do you like him in these clothes? But he's such a good-looking, pleasant guy. But I want to thank you very much. I do indeed. And Mark Goodson has asked me to tell you that you have this entire outfit with his compliments until 9 o'clock Monday morning. At which time you get these things back to Bijan, or you owe Bijan $25,960. Oh. Have a nice weekend.
Bob, can I talk to you for a moment?
Whatever your problem is, we can work it out. What's with this gun?
Oh, Bob, I was only carrying this gun. But actually, it has a lot to do with our next guest's line. He's an excellent sharpshooter from Panama City, Florida, and that's where I went to see him. This will give you an idea of just how good he is. He'd shoot the cap off a bottle and not even chip the glass.
This is a very tough shot, Suzanne. No one else has ever done it before.
Wow. How about that? Paul Lacrosse is 65 years old, and he's been a sharpshooter for 35 of them. He performs at state fairs, gun clubs, and gives exhibitions all over the country. Among his skills is teaching. He says he can teach anyone, and I thought that might even include me. So he gave me a .45 and showed me something called instinct shooting. It means you shoot without aiming.
You point right at the balloon.
Okay.
Okay, then.
My heart is pounding. Okay.
I did it! Got it! You're an instinct
Don't
shooter.
worry, though. Your career is safe.
Paul is also an expert knife thrower, and he uses his family as his targets.
I started off using my wife, and then when my daughter got out during vacation to school, she broke into the ag. And then as years went by, my wife retired from the ag, and my daughters worked with me, both daughters, until they married. My son even worked in the ag with me off and on. And when he married, I started using my grandchildren. And I've used all my granddaughters. And I'm looking forward to my great-grandson, who's 9 months old now, using him in a few years, maybe.
How did you feel about using your family as targets in your act?
Well, I've got a lot of confidence in myself, and they have a lot of confidence in me.
On that note of confidence, Paul invited me to pose as a human target. But I asked him to try a practice shot first with a stuffed animal. He said he would cut a piece of paper out of that monkey's mouth with a knife. I wanted to see that for myself. Well, no one's perfect, but I volunteered anyway. I must be a glutton for punishment.
Okay, this is against my better judgment.
Are you going to put it in your mouth?
Yeah.
Just a very gently bite down on it.
Okay. I got?
Yeah.
Okay, this
Now.
is in case I ever see you again. In case I ever see you again.
Okay, well,
Okay.
let's hope so.
Oh.
I understand.
Okay. I got?
Yeah, but you got it. There. There. Now, you got to bend down. Bend from the waist. From the waist. A little more. Now, tip your head right back. Tip your head. That's it. Hold up like this. There. Now, hold it right there.
There's one way to get your nose done, right?
Ready?
No. Oh.
Beautiful.
That was my debut and final performance as a human target. But I did give Paul an idea for a brand new trick. That's my line. Great name for a company.
I want to point out that Paul Lacrosse is a professional knife thrower, and we want to caution viewers not to attempt those tricks on your own. Now, our next guest makes a living that would put most of us in jail. He's a legal car thief. Let's meet Don Bledsoe. Welcome to That's My Line. You're a legal car thief. Don, just what do you do?
I repossess cars for the bank.
When someone does not make the payments on the automobile, you go out and fetch that car.
Yes, I take it.
We sent a film crew out to watch Don work, and he did his thing in broad daylight. Now, you're just arriving to repossess the car, are you?
On this particular car, we had a key code, so that book there gives you the code number, and I'll cut a key for the ignition to that car.
You're going to actually cut the key right here.
That's the key in that cutter there. We didn't have a door code, so I had to use another device.
You're entering the property here?
Now, yeah.
Well, look at the property, though. You mean he can't make payments on his car?
No, this guy was having a squabble with the bank and said he wasn't going to pay for the car, so the bank says, okay, we'll take it.
And you have the door open already. Now you're in the car and you have the key.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of starting that car up, which you are doing right here, and driving it back to the bank.
Yes.
Now, this was a pretty easy caper, wasn't it?
Yes.
Boy, that was fast work. That was really quick. Man, you were in there and you were out with that automobile. You know, if I'd known you were going to be here, I would never have driven to CBS. I would have taken the bus down here.
I've taken buses also.
Oh, you have? I see. Now, this is a rather unique talent. At risk of prying into your personal life, just how did you discover this talent?
Well, I was a thief for 40 years.
A thief for 40 years? Have you always been free to go wherever you wanted to go, or did you spend some time
Well, I spent 32 years in prison, but aside from that, I was free to go.
32 years in prison is what convinced you that you should start repossessing automobiles?
No. The judge and the district attorney, when they knew that I was getting out, tried to find a job that they thought I could handle, so that they got me in repossession.
I tell you, they found one, didn't they? They found one. Central Casting couldn't have done better. Now, in that film we just saw, you made that key and you used that key to start that car, and you did it in a matter of seconds. I want to know, if you did not have a key, would it be possible for you to start an automobile without a key in less than 60 seconds?
Oh, yes.
Down here on That's My Line, we like to see for ourselves. We have an automobile right over here which is locked. I want you to demonstrate how you open that car door. I want you to get into that automobile and demonstrate how you start it without a key. And as an added incentive, the check you receive for being on the show is in the automobile. Are you ready to go?
All ready.
On your mark, get set, steal that car. I have a stopwatch on you. Let's see how long it takes you to open that door. There he goes in just 9 seconds. He's into the automobile, so now he gets the check. Only his reputation is at stake. He's working on starting the car right now. I want to tell our audience that Don uses unique tools which are specifically created for this work. What you are seeing here will not help you in any way to steal a car. So don't start thinking about changing your occupation. Bravo! He did it in 34 seconds. 34 seconds into the car and started. Now he's going to turn it off, and he did step out here, Don. Ladies and gentlemen, he did it in 34 seconds. Don, one last thing. Before you leave, lock that car. No telling who will come by here.
Bob, can I talk to you?
Suzanne, did you see that car repossessed? Boy, that guy is fast.
That's what I came to talk to you about, Bob. He's maybe faster than you think.
Oh?
Yes, the security guard just called, and I'm afraid that your car has disappeared.
Oh, Don Bledsoe.
What makes Five Alive such a natural refresher?
The tangerine. It's definitely the tangerine.
Nope, it's the grapefruit and the orange.
Maybe it's the lemon and lime.
It's Snow Crop 5 Alive, 60% real juice from 5 delicious fruits. Is it the tangerine, grapefruit, lemon, lime, or orange that makes it so refreshing?
What do you think?
I'll need another glass to be sure.
Snow Crop 5 Alive, the all-natural refresher.
Let me tell you something about blue jeans. You get in a jam up here and you got real problems. That's why I always go for the best tools, like this saw and my Levi's blue jeans. You see, tree bark will chew through most anything, but these jeans bite right back. And Levi's blue jeans got a fit that's made for work, and that's real important when the changing room's 200 feet down.
Can the Zest tub test convince Wendy Batcher to give up her soap? She's just drained and rinsed 2 tubs, and one her soap, the other deodorant Zest.
That's depressing. My soap's leaving the ring around the bathtub. The Zest tub is very clean. I feel clean when I just look at it.
Then we asked Wendy to try Zest at home.
I like the suds. Definitely a lot better than my soap. I definitely feel a lot cleaner. It rinses off better. I don't feel like there's something still on my body.
Give up soap and feel cleaner with deodorant Zest.
My dad went out and bought about 8 bars of it.
Whether or not your occupation is listed in the Dictionary of Occupational Titles, we'll have our 2 roving reporters looking for more unusual lines this coming week. Yours might be one of them. Until next week, when we'll all meet again, this is Bob Barker saying good night for Suzanne Childs, for T.U. Lee, and for myself. Good night, everybody.
That's My Line is a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Johnny Olson speaking. I'm your announcer. That's my line.
Tuesday, Ken Howard is the White Shadow. Then George C. Scott stars as an artist whose island paradise is invaded in Islands in the Stream. It's all on CBS Tuesday night. Now stay tuned for Tarantulas, the Deadly Cargo, next, after Newsbreak.
Monday.
What she needs is a real wingding.
Flo throws a birthday bash for Mama, and everybody gets into the act. Then on WKRP, Venus and Herb are offered better jobs with great benefits. But can they leave their favorite station? Find out after Flo. Monday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, the NFL on CBS returns when the Saints go marching into Houston. You'll say you saw it on CBS Sports.
From CBS News, this is Newsbreak. 2 more hijackings to Havana tonight, a Republic Airlines DC-9 out of Miami and a Delta L-1011 from San Juan. These after the day's first hijacked flight returned safely from Cuba to Miami. In between, 4 Cubans were arrested at the Tampa airport carrying gas onto an eastern flight to Miami. The week's total, 6 hijackings to Cuba, the earlier ones at least all involving disgruntled Cuban refugees. The Lundberg Letter, an oil industry publication, surveyed its readers, came up with a prediction that despite an oil glut, gasoline prices at the end of the year will be about 20 cents higher than now. And from the Census Bureau, another report on how the American family has changed. Almost 1/5 of all families with young children are now headed by just one parent, an 80% increase from 10 years ago.
Hey, look who switched to Natural Light beer, Joe Fraser. Yeah, Natural Light tastes so good, it makes me want to sing. Good.
I'm Stephanie Shelton. More news later on this CBS station.
This is CBS.
My heart was with Sis, back in England at the christening. So I gave the new mother a ring from the States. Wouldn't have missed it for anything. The godfather was so proud. Auntie Em was in her glory. And through it all, little Charles performing like a trooper. Even the dear vicar was there. And we felt so close again. I still feel the glow.
When they're half a world away, follow your heart over there. Call.
How would you like to win a free 1980 Chevy Citation?
Wow!
Free food for a year?
How?
Come celebrate Pathmark's 12th anniversary. We're giving away 12 free 1980 Chevy Citations.
On the phone. You're on your way when you have the chase behind you.
Rock superstar Andy Gibb, Monday at 4:30.
From Television City in Hollywood, the offbeat, fascinating, and funny ways America earns a living on, That's My Line. This young man is learning to train this 500-pound tiger. If he makes it, that'll be his line. This 7-week-old baby is swimming. This lady teaches infants to swim. That's her line.
I'm not sure I've ever eaten camel before. This is camel? Is this the hump?
This man has just tasted camel meat. It comes from the butcher who sells the most exotic meats in the world. That's his line. You will meet these people and more tonight on That's My Line, starring Bob Barker.
Thank you. Thank you and welcome to That's My Line. Tonight, another installment of America's most original, outrageous, and oddball occupations. Now, let's meet our 2 beautiful correspondents who travel the country to track down our guests, Suzanne Child and T.U. Lee. Good evening, girls.
Good evening, Bob.
And Suzanne, did you have an interesting week?
I did. I tried my hand at tiger training.
And she must have been successful. She still has her hand, as you can plainly see. How about you, T.U.? What have you been up to?
Well, Bob, we took our cameras to Plains, Georgia, and we met one of the Carters.
The peanut farmer?
No, the worm farmer.
Oh, that one. I have someone exciting, too. He's a typist.
A typist? You think that's exciting?
Just trust me. Trust me. Take a look at Ron, typewriter Mingo.
It's kind of funny to me. But people are always asking, say, Mingo, man, how in the world do you type so fast? And I always tell them, hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work.
The world's fastest typist. And not only is he the world's fastest typist, he's one of the world's biggest typists. How much do you weigh?
I weigh 235 pounds.
Now, Ron, I'm going to ask you a few questions. And if I ask anything you don't want to answer, you just say, forget it. I want you happy here. Do you understand?
Okay.
All right. How many words do you type per minute?
I type 160 words per minute.
160 words per minute, and that is on a manual typewriter. This is not an electric typewriter. Now, how many words per minute would a good secretary type?
About 80 words per minute.
You are twice as fast?
Yes.
Now, aren't you exaggerating just... Now, don't get mad, but aren't you exaggerating just a little?
No, I'm telling it like it is, Bob.
All right, type about 80 words per minute. I want to just hear how that goes. Okay, now let's hear you at 160. There is a difference. There is a difference. Actually, that sounded like about 158 to me, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong, Ron. Now, you're a typewriter teacher, are you not?
Yes, I teach type in Oakland, California, McClymonds High School.
Now, how do you, if a student wanted to type the way you do, how would the student prepare? What would you tell them to do?
Well, to get up to 160, I've been typing for 22 years. I've won 15 state typing championships, and I hold 3 world records.
And you're 230 pounds, right? Well, I think that's great. And you make this thing play, you make music with it. Would you give us a musical finale? How about Flight of the Bumblebee? Can you do that? Yes. Let's hear it.
And I'm a telephone repairman. And that's my line.
My baloney has a first name. It's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name. It's M-A-Y-E-R. Oh, I love to eat it every day. And if you ask me why, I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with B-O-L-O-G-N-A.
Oscar Mayer, the first name in Bologna.
Bye-bye.
Daddy?
I was hoping you'd come looking for me.
Serious card.
It's a Hallmark.
Hallmark has 1,690 different ways to say happy birthday, and one of them is your way.
You never said this to me before.
Hey, what a card can say for you.
Daddy, I'm gonna keep this forever.
Hey, what a Hallmark card can do.
People are always looking for new taste thrills. Well, here are some delicacies that will either turn you on or turn you into a vegetarian.
Hippopotamus. Camel.
Rattlesnake.
Lion meat.
Yuck. Some say yuck. Others say yummy when they taste the exotic products of our next guest, who runs a most unusual specialty shop in Lockport, Illinois. His name is Rudy Zimmer, and he offers for sale such fancy delicacies as camel cutlets, lion steaks, and hippo fillets. That's his line.
Some people, it's a must for them because they have allergy problems, and of course the others would enjoy trying something different other than pork and beef.
Where do you get the meat?
Well, we try to keep that under our hat because we don't want anybody else infringing our business. You know what I mean? Because, well, we want to be exclusive on it.
Except for the signs, it looks like ordinary meat. I asked Rudy if his customers usually tell their dinner guests what they're eating.
Well, most of them keep it under their hat till everybody's through eating. But normally, though, you'll find people will enjoy it. If they don't enjoy it, they at least will try it.
Lion steaks. Tell me about lion steaks.
Oh, we have all you can eat. Lion steaks are very, very, very popular. People do enjoy trying lion.
How do you cook lion steaks?
The way we enjoy cooking lion steak is we put it in a nice hot skillet, brown it on both sides, and after that we add our onions and spices and a little wine, and then we cover the lion steaks with a cover so it just simmers till it's just tender enough.
And what does it taste like?
Delicious, delicious. You'd enjoy it.
But will the public enjoy it?
Oh, wow. I never had lion steak before.
I would have never guessed. It's so tender. It's really good.
Do you have a napkin?
Does that say camel steak?
Yes, that's camel steak, and that's delicious.
Camel, doesn't everybody have camel steak?
Camel? You mean like in Saudi Arabia, camel?
Pretty dry.
Camel.
I can see why it's dry. You can have this stuff.
This is camel? Is this the hump? I hope it's the hump. I hope it's no farther back than the hump. Oh, that's great. Could I have another piece?
Sure.
Just to tell Mom that I ate camel today? I love it.
I imagine you like that, wouldn't you? Hippopotamus, maybe?
Hippopotamus.
That's delicious.
Come on, you gotta be kidding. Hippopotamus? People eat this?
Oh, sure.
I like this better than camel. What is this?
Hippopotamus.
No, you're kidding. Hippopotamus? I just saw one in the zoo. They were swimming around.
Oh, I love it. Great.
Would you like some more?
Not right now.
Yuck.
Now, Bob, seeing all that food must have made you hungry. So I brought these goodies out here. I'm sure you'd like a little snack.
You know, at this moment, I just had a sandwich. I'm really not hungry at all.
Sure you did.
Yeah. But as we look out into this audience here, some of these people look hungry. Bring that with you. Hippopotamus, camel, rattlesnake. Who knows what little goodies we have? How many of you would just hate to taste kind of stuff? You'd hate it. You'd hate it. You'd hate it. Then you're just what I'm looking for. Stand up here, will you please, and tell me your name.
Stacy Durst,
Stacy, where are you from?
Arcadia, California.
Well, I want you to do a little tasting here. Here's the little napkin, and Stacy, have you lived out here all your life?
Yes.
Well, then I think as a Westerner, perhaps number one would appeal to you. Try number one, will you please? Put it in your mouth and chew, chew, chew. Big bite. How do you like it? Stacy, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. What do you think it was?
I have no idea.
Let's see. What?
What was it?
I have no idea. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later. How about you? Will you stand up here, please? Stand up here and tell me your name.
Robert Sheffield.
Robert, you'd try anything once, wouldn't you?
I think I would, yeah.
You know you would.
I sure would.
Say, Bob, I want to try number 2.
Bob, I want to try number 2.
No, you didn't do it. You didn't do it with the right attitude. Bob, I'd like to try number 2.
Bob, I'd like to try number 2.
I want you to take number 4.
I like number 2, then.
No, try. I want you to try number... It's my show. Number 4. How do you like it?
It's pretty good.
I think you'd better see a psychiatrist. Let's see. You sit down there. Turn your head and look up here. You're what I'm looking for. Stand up here. Yes. What's your name?
Eva Smith.
Eva, where are you from?
Corona.
From Corona, but not originally. Not originally. Where are you from originally?
Oh, Pennsylvania.
Are you from Pennsylvania?
Yeah, sure am.
And you came to That's My Line to have fun.
Yes, I did.
Wouldn't it be fun to get to taste one of these? Yes, it would, Bob. It'd be just great. I knew you'd like that. Now, I'll tell you what. Here's your little napkin, and I'm going to have you taste number 3 here. There you go. Wait, just a minute. Before she tastes number 3, I think all of you would like to know what she's tasting. So I'll cover her eyes. Now, on the monitor, show them what she's tasting. See? Ooh. Oh. Don't we feel sorry for her? Oh. Icky poo. All right, it's number 3. Help yourself. Take a big bite, chew real fast, and swallow it down.
You want me to be sick?
Take a big bite.
Big bite?
Yeah, big bite.
I can't get it. What did you think of it? How'd it taste? Well, it tastes like chicken.
Let's see, where did I start? I started with you. You had lamb. That's what you had. And you up here, you had liver. That's what you had. And I hope you had the good time you said you wanted to have.
I had a good time, yeah.
Good enough. Here you are, Suzanne.
Thank you, Bob. And I have a little riddle. Now tell me, what can a 10-month-old baby do that many grown-ups can't do? Let me show you.
John Christopher Abbott is only 10 months old, and so it's not surprising that he can't walk yet. But there is something he can do. He can swim. He learned to swim when he was 5 months old. Is that kind of young? Not at all, says his instructor, Virginia Newman. And his mother obviously agrees.
Babies can first learn to swim as soon as they're born. Experiments have been on brand new babies who have been taken into the water right away. As a matter of fact, the Laboyer method of giving birth is putting the baby in the water right away. So they can swim immediately. The first thing we do is get them acclimated with the water. It should be very warm, and they like it very much, and they really enjoy it. The parent is there and helps with the lesson, and we just dip them under the water once. So then it's a matter of just letting him stay under the water a little bit longer.
Look at this. If you find this amazing, meet Lane Nottingham. Lane is 7 weeks old, but his mother's not worried about his age or lack of it.
I think that starting them at this age is really beneficial for them. It builds their self-confidence, their independence, and I'm just delighted to see them floating around in the water. I think it's just a pleasure.
Elizabeth Lawler is 9 months old, and she's an old-timer. Her mother, Barbara, is a swimming instructor, and to her, the issue is safety.
The obvious fact is that it could save their lives. A child who can hold their breath for even 10 seconds can save their own lives. Because many times when children drown, a parent was in the house and the child fell in the pool, but by the time the parent got out there, maybe 30 seconds later, it's too late. And if even a little baby doesn't panic when he or she falls into the water, it could virtually save his life.
Is 3-year-old Brian crying because he's afraid of the water? Not necessarily. Off he goes and dog paddles through the pool, crying all the way. Maybe Brian is unhappy because he's reached the advanced age of 3. And at Virginia Newman Swimming School, that means you're almost over the hill.
Our next guest was invited to be with us not because of his occupation, but because of his sideline. Please welcome Phil Toon. Phil, welcome to That's My Line.
Thank you, Bob.
Now, I am going to try to figure out your occupation. Here it says Assistant Chief. Here it says Walla Walla Fire District Number 4. I'll bet you're a fireman.
That's correct.
In Walla Walla, West Virginia.
No, that's Walla Walla, Washington.
Oh, but you are a fireman.
Absolutely.
Well, nobody's perfect. It's Walla Walla, Washington. Now, I bet it's an interesting job.
Yes, it is. It's very rewarding.
How long have you been a fireman?
17 years.
Have you ever gone up into a second story and saved a beautiful blonde?
Not yet, Bob.
But you're waiting around to do that. And while waiting around, you have developed a fascinating sideline.
Yes, I have. It's kind of unusual.
And it is the reason that we have invited you to That's My Line. Now, you need a rather, you need a costume for this, don't you?
That's correct, I do.
We have that costume awaiting you. Get into costume, please, okay. Phil Toon. Thanks to the magic of videotape, Phil Toon is ready for his demonstration. Ladies and gentlemen, Phil Toon, or George the Whistler, of the Whistling Belly Button. Whistling Belly Button. Phil, this audience loved you. Don't you want to thank the audience? I beg your pardon. Don't you want to thank the audience?
Yes, I do, Bob. It's been fun, really.
It's been fun for us. Thank you, Phil Toon. We'll be right back with more of That's My Line after this.
Hi, I'm Sheldon Seidenberg. I'm a butcher, and that's my loin.
Give me a mountain and nothing to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and smooth, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me a river, give me a dew. Give me my good friends, give me a dew. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
See, Mrs. O'Malley, the puppies are here.
So's the smell. Use twice as fresh like your old landlady. I've tried air fresheners. Solids aren't strong enough. Aerosols fade. Twice as fresh eliminates odors continuously, better than any solid or aerosol. And if a strong odor comes up, just wave it away, then keep on freshening. It really works.
Two-way twice as fresh works harder than the rest.
Can we keep him?
If I can keep the twice as fresh.
Looking good together, looking good, looking good. 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 Good so they're looking good together. UNCBS, you're looking good.
We all know that a tiger trainer has to teach a tiger tricks. But the question is, who teaches the tiger trainer? Well, we sent Suzanne to solve that problem.
And I uncaged the answer to that question when I traveled to the East Coast and I visited Six Flags Great Adventure Amusement Park in central New Jersey. This is John Cox. He's 21 years old and wants to become a tiger trainer. He's learning from the master, David McMillan, one of the leading teachers in the modern school of wild animal training. And in his school, a gun is only a theatrical prop.
Hey, you're supposed to play dead.
Instead, he rewards a good performance and chooses to ignore some sloppy drinking habits. In addition to tigers, he teaches lions to tread lightly and to respond to love and affection.
Come here. Why don't you come here, yeah? Good boy, yeah. Come here, come here. Gone are the days of the chair, the gun, and the whip. You have to understand an animal's mind now. You have to be like an animal psychologist, you know, to be able to work with these animals on their level, you know, to be able to understand them.
From the tiger's mouth, David McMillan turns his attention to this black leopard. Watch this spectacular leap. Fantastic. Now let's watch the young apprentice, John Cox, who is eager to learn all the tricks of the trade. David is right behind him, coaching.
I work very, very slow and very, very patiently, which, you know, for a 21-year-old man like John is often maybe a little bit impulsive, to go a little bit quicker. He wants, or he believes he can go a little bit quicker. He has to trust me and believe me that I'm taking him along the right speed. I can't be in the cage with him. He has to make his own decisions, and his life is at stake, not mine. Rama, pay attention. Move right in. Put the sticks closer together. Rama, move right in. You got him. You're on your own. Okay. You stay right with him. So make sure he's watching you. Rama. Good ball. All right, that was perfect.
When I first step in, I'm very nervous. I'm more afraid of the audience than I am of the tigers. I'm used to working with the tigers alone, without an audience, but the audience gives me butterflies in my stomach.
David McMillan warns being distracted by the audience could be fatal.
Your eyes must never leave the animal. You can look away for 1 second. That 1 second, there's an awful lot of things can happen. Hassan, Lee, Hassan. 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 Hey!
The problem with watching a master teaching is that he makes it look easy. I guess I got carried away and I wound up in the cage with him.
Watch him now.
He won't bite me, will he?
I don't know, but if he comes, always protect the throat.
Suzanne, I want to step out here now, and I want to find a particularly intelligent-looking person. None of you will do. No, you're all bright, but particularly this gentleman, bright looking. Will you stand up here, sir, and tell me your name?
Bruce King.
Bruce, where do you live?
Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
I want to welcome you to Southern California and ask you to do some simple addition. Will you do that? Add up 14 plus 9 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 4 plus 11 plus 11 plus 5 plus 9 plus 23 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12 plus 50. How much?
286.
I wonder if he's right. No, I'm sure you're not. But I have a young lady, only 9 years old, who can add that up very quickly, and it will be right. And she's here with her father. Let's welcome Joy Lieberthal and her father, Ed Lieberthal. Welcome to That's My Line. Ed, welcome to our show. I would like to give you the list of numbers, and I'd like to have you have Joy add them up for us, please.
Okay, here we go, Joy. Let's add 14 and 9 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 4 and 11 and 11 more and 5 and 9 and 23 and 8 and 10 and 12 and 50. What's the total?
What is the total?
193.
193 is her answer. We have a man with a calculator here who says yes, she's right. 193. And now we know that that faker on the second row was wrong. However, lest you think that we have given her those numbers and that she has memorized them, we're going to take numbers from members of our studio audience in just a moment. Right now, Ed, what is your line?
Bob, I'm proud to say that I'm director of Finger Math International, a part of the McGraw-Hill Book Company.
Finger Math.
Finger
That's
Math.
what she was doing. I was watching her here, and I thought perhaps she had an adding machine under the table. She doesn't. How does finger math work?
Well, you're kind of right, Bob, because it's a method that turns the 10 fingers into a calculator, very accurate, consistent calculator.
Is that right? And they look so normal, too. I had no idea. Is it complicated?
Not at all. Anybody can do it.
But any child can learn it.
Yes, we have thousands of kids all over the country and many schools that have adopted the program.
Very good. I would like to have those numbers to you, will you please? She's taking them from members of our studio audience who wrote them down for us. We have not seen them. Right up here to me. Ed, here you are. Have her add those up, will you please?
Yes, be glad to. Are we ready, Joy?
Yes.
Okay, let's add 4 and 75 and 11 and 18 and 16 and 26 and 7 and 8 and another 8 and another 8. And that's the end, Bob.
Very well, Joy. What is the total?
181.
181 is right again. We have from our friend with the calculator. 181. Now, you say this is so easy. You know, she'd be in serious trouble if she ever hit herself on the end of a finger with a hammer. She'd be out of... Well, she could do fractions then.
Right on.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you very much. For my next joke, well, no, let's go on. Let's go on. Do you have more complex problems that she can do, or is it just addition?
Oh, no, not at all, Bob. We can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, even in very sophisticated forms. Would you like to put together one example with all of those operations?
I would. Would you, Joy?
Yes.
If she's up to it, I can certainly watch.
If you'll give me a hand doing this, Joy, we'll begin with multiplication. I'm sorry, with division. Okay, let's do 72 divided by 8 times a one-digit number, Bob.
7.
Times 7, plus a high two-digit number.
88.
Minus a two-digit number.
22.
Joy, what's the answer?
129.
129 is right. It's right. May we have the easel out here, please? You see that? You may have missed that. I don't know. He said, any child can do it. Nothing, you know, any child can do it. But when she was right, he bent over here and gave her a nice little pet, nevertheless. Now she's going to do something really spectacular. Here is the total, 33,839. That is the total of this series of numbers plus this one, plus this one, plus this one. But, as you can see, this number in this series is missing. This digit is missing. This one and this one. Knowing the total of 33,839, using finger math, Joy is now going to fill in this number, this one, and this one, and this one. Do it, Joy. Now, this is tough, isn't it?
Well, this is a very abstract problem. We're dealing with
She put
unknown
a 4
quantities.
in the top row.
But our fingers have the ability to accumulate and store
A 5
information.
in the third row.
So as a result, what we normally do in our heads is stored on the
3
fingers.
in the fourth row. And a 9 in the second row. Does that total 33,839? And the gentleman with the computer says she's right again. She is right again. Joy, that's just marvelous. He may say it's easy, but for me to see it and to see you do it so well is a true pleasure. And Ed, I want to thank you for being on That's My Line. I want to repeat that a mother or father watching our show or a child, if they want to learn this or have their children learn it, it is easy and it can be done.
Yes, we have all kinds of children, Bob, including the learning disabled and severely handicapped.
Thank you very much for a splendid demonstration. And now we'll be right back with more unusual occupations after these messages.
The great American homes. When Sears came to paint them, they brought their best. Sears Weather Beater, one-coat exterior latex that's tough and long-lasting. Easy living, one-coat interior latex that cleans like enamel. From the parlor where Betsy Ross sewed to the study where Thomas Edison enlightened the world, Sears paint is helping to preserve the places America loves. The great American homes, like yours.
At supper time, I've got 20 men and 1 dog to feed. All beef eaters. Look at Butch. He loves beef. Mighty Dog pure beef. They don't fool around with Mighty Dog. Of all leading brands, only Mighty Dog is packed full of pure beef. The others aren't. See, they're mostly meat byproducts. So get your beef eater, Mighty Dog beef for dogs in the single serving can. For pure beef, it's the only one.
That's My Line with the Worm Farmer and more. We'll continue. Sunday's CNN-NFL preseason special, the ATP Pro Tennis Championships and the World Series of Golf starting at 1 Eastern. You'll say you saw it on CBS Sports. Saturday on the CBS movie.
Did you ever think of committing a crime?
4 charming ladies pull off an outrageously crazy $1 million heist.
Yes, criminal.
Lauren Bacall, Sandy Dennis, Lisa Pelican, and Ruth Gordon. They're 4 funny but perfect gentlemen on the CBS Saturday Night Movie at 9, 8 Central and Mountain.
Tonight on CBS.
Mark is giving away 12 free 1980 Chevy Citations from Potamkin. Free food for a year for 12 families and 1,200 $12 free food certificates to celebrate our 12th anniversary. Enter as often as you'd like at all Pathmark stores 24 hours a day or fill out the entry blank in Pathmark's new circular. Hundreds of warehouse price reductions, big coupon savings too. Pathmark Circular in Sunday's paper at your doorstep or at Pathmark for savings, free cars, and free food.
Terror with Vincent Price on tonight's Summer Chillers.
Our next guests earn their livings practicing the gentle art of karate. 2 outstanding black belts. Let's meet Aaron Norris and Rick Prieto. Yes. I like your enthusiasm.
Oh, thanks, Bob.
You are a pair of show-offs. That's what you are. Now, you have agreed to do a karate demonstration for us.
You got it.
Karate is your line.
Yes, it is.
And you are going to demonstrate your line.
Right, I'm going to knock him out.
You're what?
I'm going to knock him out.
This, don't get violent. Just a demonstration will do. Go, boys. Wait just a minute, Aaron. Wait, I thought you were kidding. I think you... Now, this is just a demonstration for our show. Slow and easy. Just slow and easy. Prieto and Aaron Norris. And now, over to you, T.
I'm sure you recognize Old Glory, the stars and stripes of this great nation. Well, this particular flag has another distinction. It once flew over the nation's capital in Washington, D.C., and here's the official certificate to prove it. There's a whole story connected to flags that fly over the Capitol building, and we're going to run that story up the flagpole right now. Who wouldn't want to own a flag that has flown proudly over the nation's capital? But how many of them are available? Very few, right? Wrong. Freddie Crowder and his crew raise the flag over the Capitol every day, but it doesn't stay there long. Using two shabby little flagpoles stuck on a roof in the southwest corner of the Capitol, Freddie and several helpers raise and lower up to 700 flags in a single hour. These are sold to congressmen who give them to their constituents. The flags go up and down at the rate of 10 per minute. And in one burst of flag raising, 10,000 went up in a single day. That was the 4th of July, 1976. Since 1937, thanks to Freddie and his predecessors, nearly 600,000 Americans can say, I own a flag that was flown over our nation's capital for about 1.5 seconds.
Audience, I want you to see a picture of our next guest at her old line. Her name is Robin Sindorf, and as you can see, she was a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. Yes, today Robin has a different line of work. Let's meet Robin Sindorf. Welcome to That's My Line, Robin. What do you have here?
It's a bra.
It is indeed a bra. There it is. Did I call you out of your dressing room too soon?
No.
Do you walk the halls carrying these all the time?
No, not all the time.
Actually, she uses this bra in her work. It's a part of her work. I wonder if any of these brains in our audience might figure out what she uses the bra for. Right behind you, T.U., there's a very intellectual-looking young man in a dark suit wearing glasses. Will you stand up, sir? And tell me your name.
Malcolm.
Malcolm? You don't want to give us your last name, huh?
Jones.
Malcolm, what do you suppose she uses that bra for in her work?
I don't know. Does she wear one?
I don't know. Let me look back. No, as a matter of fact, she's not wearing now. How about this young fellow in the white shirt right down here in the second row? Stand up and tell me who you are.
Gene. Oh.
Gene, where are you from?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia's a beautiful place. What are you doing out here in California?
Honeymoon.
You're on your honeymoon. Oh, Gene. Have the bride stand up for just a moment. What's your first name?
Pat.
Pat, do you mind if I discuss bras with your new husband?
Go right ahead. Thank you.
All right, Gene, what do you think she uses this bra for?
Knee pads.
Knee pads. Very good. Very good. But you are all wrong, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a videotape that should clear up the case of the mysterious bra once and for all.
Come on, boy, you big chicken. Yeah!
Robin is a rodeo clown. She's waving her bra to protect this fellow by getting this fellow to pay attention to her.
Well, my boyfriend and I work together. We try to work together as much as possible. We're a team of bullfighter, barrel clown, and during professional rodeo, I get into a barrel, and Doug lures the bull to the barrel, and I've been hurt one time. A bull got a horn in the bottom of the barrel. That's the worst thing that happened to me. I've been close to being knocked out. That's to most people that would be pretty bad, but to me, I don't feel like that's a serious injury.
A football and a fly swatter are among the props Robin uses to distract the bull and this dummy of the Ayatollah. But the prop that represents Robin's unique contribution to the art of rodeo clowning is the bra.
I wave it at the bull, and sometimes if I get hit a lot, I sling it out as a surrender flag, and it works pretty well.
I'll say it works very well. Just watch. Ride him, cowboy. It took the bull's attention away from this cowboy the first time a woman's bra ever got a man out of trouble. That's what she uses that bra for. That's what she uses that bra for. You use it to attract the bull, to distract it from the cowboy.
Right.
And you're using a white bra.
That's correct.
Now, I don't know a great deal about bulls, but I do know that you might be even more successful with a red bra. And I happen to have one for you from That's My Line.
Great.
Thank you, Robin. It occurs to me that I am going to have a meeting with the writers and get some lines to explain to my wife why I had a red bra in my coat pocket when I left home this morning with a blue one. In just a moment, we'll be back with a wacky world of worms.
Yes, honey, I'll have a good dinner. Gotta go.
Tough case, huh?
Tough ain't the word.
Perez is back from Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'm starving. Why Kentucky Fried Chicken?
It's a hard case. My men deserve a fresh, hot meal.
Great chicken.
Great price.
Anything else?
His wife will kill him if he doesn't eat right.
It's so nice, nice to feel so good about a meal, so good about Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Big game today. Any second now, Joe here is going to say, I'll bet this sandwich tastes as dry as the Sahara Desert.
I'll bet this sandwich tastes as dry as the Mojave Desert.
Close. He doesn't know that his wife used Glad sandwich bags. Fold lock top helps keep the fresh in and the stale out, and the pleat keeps it neat. How's the sandwich, Joe?
Really fresh.
Now he's going to say, thanks, Marge.
Thanks, Marge.
For full lock freshness, get Glad sandwich bags.
Ultra Bright gets you noticed. Take Cindy. For 3 weeks, Cindy had flown with Captain Alex Walker, but Alex thought Cindy was strictly coffee, tea, or milk. Then Cindy discovered Ultra Bright White, Dynamite Fresh. It got her noticed. That night, Alex and Cindy took off together. She's had her head in the clouds ever since. Fly Ultra Bright for a smile so white it gets you noticed.
Some people dig for gold. Some people dig for worms. Now, to you, we sent you digging for this story. Fill us in, will you please?
Well, Bob, in our never-ending search for interesting and unusual occupations, we went to a small sun-baked town in south-central Georgia. Plains, Georgia, the hometown of you-know-who. If you follow the presidential route in Plains, it will take you past the Carter gas station, pride and joy of Billy Carter, the Carter Peanut Warehouse, and a number of other famous landmarks, like the Carter Worm Farm. While Jimmy Carter may be famous in the world of politics, but in the world of worms, his cousin, Hugh Carter, is king. His office is on Main Street, alongside his antique shop, but his empire is just a couple of miles outside of town, where he told us everything we always wanted to know about worms and more.
The worm business is a very profitable business, and it's one that we teach people how to do, as well as selling bait shops and hardware stores that resell our worms all over the world. It's a terrific markup. It costs very little to raise worms, and they bring a good price. $6.95 a thousand is the going price. There's a lot of glamour to the business because so many people are interested in the business. We get 100 to 1,000 letters a day. People asking about, well, show me how to raise worms. I'd like to make a little money on the side, and it is a very good backyard business. A worm lays an egg every 7 days. We call them capsules. And that worm hatches in 3 weeks' time, and it hatches from 3 to 20 worms each egg. And in a year's time, 5,000 worms, just taking an average, reproduce to 5 million. So it's $6 a thousand, $6.95 a thousand. You see how profitable it is.
Hugh Carter's worm counter counts a generous 105 worms for every 100 ordered. Even so, with sales of 20 million worms a year at $6.95 a thousand, that ain't peanuts. From finance, the talk turned to romance.
Worms have no sex. In other words, they are all the same sex. Therefore, they all love each other.
Since one end of the worm fertilizes the other end, there's no danger of emotional involvement.
Worms are just like gold to me. That's my reaction to seeing them. And me and my wife both is when I turn them up in the beds and see 1,000 worms, it's just like $6.95 to me. That's the first thing I think about.
I'm Joseph Topo. I'm retired. All I do is fish, and that's my life.
On That's My Line, we search the country for unusual occupations, but right here we have an audience full of people who work. Who knows? We may have unusual occupations right here. How many of you do work? Just raise your hands, those of you who work. How many of you work? Let me look around here. I see a lady down here I think I will talk with. What is your name?
Anna Vineyard.
Anna, you work?
I sure do.
Now, I know how you girls are about your age, but I am going to pry just a bit. How old are you?
I'm 89 and going on 90 in a few months.
And you were 90 years old. What do you do, Anna?
Well, I'm sort of a musician,
A musician?
Yes.
What instrument do you play?
I play a banjoline.
A banjoline?
In a band, yeah.
Oh, in a band you play it?
You bet. Uh-huh.
How long have you been playing the band? What is it, mandolin?
Banjoline.
Banjoline. How long have you been playing?
Oh, about 15 years.
Well, that means if you're 90, you didn't even start until you were about 75.
That's right. You're right.
I'll bet you're good, too. Gee, I wish you had your musical instrument here. We'd have you play it on television.
No problem. I brought it with me if you want to hear it.
Oh, you have it with you? Stand up here. Obviously, I knew Anna was going to be here, and I knew Anna was going to have her musical instrument with her, and I knew she would play it for us.
Sure, why not?
Well, I want you to. I do indeed. Are you all set?
Uh-huh, I'm all set.
What are you going to play?
Well, I think I'll play If You Knew Susie.
I knew her. I want to hear it. Go.
Okay, here we are. Uh-huh.
You're going to get down here with me?
Yeah.
All right. You can tell from this applause, we have the Anna fan club right here. If you get that tuned up just right, do you suppose you could play dueling banjos on it?
Yeah, I think I can.
All right. It sounds like
this.
That sounds good to me now. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Dueling banjos. This is the San Fernando Valley Banjo Band, and the musical director is Mike Rosenfeld. Mike, we want to thank you for this wonderful music, and congratulations on the splendid work you're doing, you and your group, to raise funds for the Crippled for Children Society of Los Angeles.
Thank you, Bob.
Now, Ann Vineyard is a regular member of this band. The soloist here was Colleen McKenzie. What is this girl? What's her name over there?
Oh, that's Carolyn Reed.
What's Carol? What's that? What did she play?
She plays a very endearing instrument to us. It's called the gut bucket.
The gut bucket. And I can tell from the way she plays it, she loves playing the gut bucket.
She certainly does.
Well, we're going to hear more from you. We are indeed after this message.
Just made some fresh coffee.
Thanks.
It's decaffeinated.
No thanks.
Honey, I don't want you to have all that caffeine, so I'd like to decaffeinate you.
Me, decaffeinated?
That's right.
Well, aren't you forgetting my flavor?
New High Point has the flavor to decaffeinate you. Look.
Flakes?
Those flakes mean real coffee flavor in your cup.
You know, I like it. This is great coffee. How'd they do that?
High Point starts with premium decaffeinated beans, and in a patented extra step, mills some of the coffee into flakes glistening with flavor. Flakes that mean hearty, robust flavor in your cup.
I'm decaffeinated.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
New High Point from Procter & Gamble, with the flavor to decaffeinate the ones you love.
Pizza Hut, pizza to go. Ah, ooh, ooh. Take that hometown taste right home with you.
Hello, Pizza Hut. Our incredible pan pizza. A thin pizza too? You bet. We got it and you can get it. Hot and ready to go.
Ah, ooh. Check your hometown yellow pages. Pizza Hut, pizza to go.
Well, that's it for this go-round of That's My Line. We hope to see you again soon as we take another close-up look at some far-out occupations. For now, I'd like to say goodbye for Suzanne Childs, for T.U. Leak, and for myself. Goodbye, everybody. Let's have music, maestro.
A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Johnny Olson speaking. I'm your announcer. That's my line. We watch our P's and Q's.
Boom, boom, boom. See Sha-Na-Na live in concert at the Beacon Theater, Thursday, March 12th through Sunday, March 15th. Yes, 9 of the greasiest guys in town. Sha-Na-Na, doing all their hits and more at New York City's Beacon Theater, Thursday, March 12th through Sunday, March 15th. Don't miss them. Tickets available at all Ticketron locations, or call Charge It 944-9300. 944-9300.
Miracle Cures, find out Wednesday, 7:30. From Television City in Hollywood, the offbeat, fascinating, and funny ways America makes a living on That's My Line. This lady got tired of staying home and yelling at her kids. Now she yells at men. She's a drill instructor in the Army. That's her line. This dog has the world's most remarkable job. He's a seeing eye dog for another dog who is totally blind. That's his line. These $1 million legs belong to a professional chorus girl. But believe it or not, she's 69 years old and the leader of a group of dancing grandmothers. That's her line. You will meet these people and more tonight on That's My Line, starring Bob Barker.
Thank you, and welcome to That's My Line. Now, when you think of explorers, you probably think of Christopher Columbus and Ponce de Leon. But when I think of explorers, I think of the two that help discover guests for our show every week. Say hello to our two captivating correspondents who circle the country capturing our guests, Suzanne Childs and T. Leaf. Very nice. Suzanne, what did you discover this week?
Bob, I came across an extremely heartwarming story. It involves an English celebrity who has had 2 books written about her.
Sounds like a really celebrated person.
This celebrity isn't a person, Bob. Her name is Emma, and she's probably the most famous seeing eye dog in the world.
That sounds very intriguing. Very intriguing. And I'll look forward to hearing more about Emma. Now, to you, what do you have that's new for us?
Well, Bob, as you know, from time to time, we've featured fashion models on That's My Line. Tonight, have I got a treat for you.
You're going to give me a telephone number. No?
No. Bob, these models don't have phones.
Well, maybe after I see the film, I'll be lucky enough to get an address. To you lead the way.
Hold up. Okay, Nancy, up a little bit. Good.
The man behind the camera is George Dudley.
I'm a professional photographer. I live in New York.
Smile.
But George doesn't shoot his pictures in New York. He shoots them in Seal, Alabama. There's something about that country look.
One thing everybody knows about fashion models is Southern girls have great complexions.
You look beautiful. That's great.
Of course, there are other reasons for shooting in Seal, Alabama.
The rates, as you know, in New York are phenomenal, $150, $250 an hour easily for top models. And in Seals, sometimes a meal will suffice.
Okay, that's it. That's good. That's good. Next page.
Most of my photographs are shot for greeting and postcard purposes, and the cards can be purchased in Paris and New York and Los Angeles and most every little town in the country.
Okay, that's good on that one.
All right, hold it. All of the models are just real country folk. They have no ego problems. They're all treated the same. Some are a little prettier than others, but that's the way it is.
Here in Seal, and while he may have searched long and hard to find his career as a photographer, he only had to look as far as his cousin Bill's pig parlor for his models.
Look beautiful. Yes. Our pigs ain't good.
The way this whole thing got started was I've always photographed, and because Bill has a pig parlor, I would come over here and just goof around and photograph pigs, and we made a few of them into postcards at the advice of friends of mine in the card business. They were extremely successful, selling all over the country. We got international sales about the first pig card that I made. And one thing on top of the other, it's become quite a phenomenon. It's a fantasy that anyone can relate to it. It's not a sophisticated thing at all. I think that the children love our cards, and everyone else does too.
Use first.
Yeah, good little pig. That's right.
None of our models have become stars yet.
Your name is I got it. This is your big day. Like a dream good. Yeah, that's what you smile for. I know they're gonna love it.
We lost one sheep. That was good.
And come to think of it, why shouldn't they be a little difficult? After all, they are pigs. But without them, George Dudley wouldn't be bringing home the bacon.
That was a great spot. You get 3 oinks for that.
Thanks, Bob. I went kind of hog wild about it myself.
I think you did. I think you did. Now, our sponsors would like a word with you, so watch these messages, won't you?
Coming up on That Smile Line, a woman who gets a lot of attention when she walks into a room. She's an Army drill instructor who wears fatigues, powder, and lipstick. And
Head & Shoulders proudly announces good news and more good news.
The good news? Head & Shoulders new conditioning formula for extra manageability.
This new conditioning formula means I'll get the extra manageability I need without giving up dandruff control. Now that's good news.
Sure is. I'll use it every time and get unbeatable dandruff control, easier combing, fewer flyaways.
That's the good news about Head & Shoulders new conditioning formula. What's more good news?
Just this. For millions of folks like me who manage just beautifully with regular Head & Shoulders, well, we still can.
Head & Shoulders new conditioning and regular formula, so everyone can control their dandruff and manage just beautifully.
How's that for good news?
During that commercial message, I went out into the studio audience. I said, I want to find some folks. Someone said, what are you looking for? I said, I don't care. All shapes and sizes. And I brought them up. Someone down here says, brother, he got them. Let's find out who they are. What's your name? Where are you from?
Tim Wilson. I'm from Dayton, Ohio.
Tim, it is a pleasure to have you on That's My Line. Who are you?
Frances Wood from Topeka, Kansas.
And you?
Ralph Catruzzola from Covina, California.
And you?
Gloria Tozzi, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Gloria, what do you do back in Philadelphia?
I'm a grants officer for the federal government.
What does a grants officer for the federal government do?
Give out money.
What is your job?
Disc jockey.
You're a disc jockey, so you know a lot about music.
Right.
I have a gentleman who is a musician I'd like to have you meet. Jim Pritchard Turner. Would you come out here to me, sir? Introduced you as a musician, and what instrument do you play?
I play the glasses.
And you have brought your glasses with you?
I have.
May we see them, please, Jim?
Certainly.
Jim has them right here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, would you describe them for our audience, please?
I have 40 brandy sniffers in many different sizes and shapes and thicknesses.
And you have water in them?
Yes. Some of them are tuned with a lot of water, some are tuned without.
And you are going to play for us now?
Yes, I am.
What are you going to play, Jim?
I'm going to play a Beethoven piece for you. Beethoven actually wrote 2 pieces for glasses, neither of which I'm going to play.
Beethoven would resent that were he here, I'm sure.
I would like to play a piece that's more familiar. Since it's such an unusual instrument, I'll play a piece that most people would recognize. And it's a piece from the theme from the Ninth Symphony. The Ode to Joy.
The Ode to Joy. Jim, we're awaiting. admit it now, admit it. You were surprised, were you not? Wasn't that delightful? It was. Do you four have any idea why I brought you up here on this stage?
No.
You are going to play the glasses now. T.U. Leek has the glasses, the prettiest cocktail waitress in television right here. A glass for each of you.
Now, all of you, if you'll hold the glass on the base or the stem very firmly, underneath so that you're not touching the bowl. Very good.
That's it.
Very tightly. With one hand. The other hand, dip into the glass, get it good and wet. I use distilled water.
The whole hand, like this?
Just one finger.
He's washing his hand here. You see that? All right, just one finger. Now what?
Now, you rub your finger around the rim.
All right, let's do it one at a time so we hear the note and see how... Go ahead.
That's fine, yes.
You're a natural. That's fine. Now, you do the same.
Very
happy
good.
with that, Maestro? And you?
If you would hold the glass on the stem, since it's such a large stem, I think it would be better.
That's better. And now, the Grant's Granter.
Yeah.
You played this was something from Beethoven?
Yes.
And what are they going to do?
They're going to do a very famous song, Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh, fine. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the new group, the 3 drops and a drip here. And we're ready, conductor.
Okay. Again, that's right. You keep it right. Good. Very good.
Now, you got to keep the musical instrument that you play. And you just go back to your seats now and drink up. There you go. There you go. Thank you very much. Feel fine. Jim, I don't know how you could possibly top Mary Had a Little Lamb, but you're going to try, aren't you?
I am.
What are you going to do for us this time?
I'd like to do a little different style, When the Saints Come Marching.
Let's have the Saints come marching in. As you know, we have a reporter on our show, Carrie Millerick, whom we refer to as our man in the field. Now, we've sent Carrie to restaurants, to bars, factories, everywhere but the field. We took care of that this week. In the field at last, Carrie Millerick, and wait until you meet the lady who put him through his paces.
Joanne Gray is a woman in a man's world. To see her relaxing in her home with her family, you might find it hard to believe she does what she does.
On the job, they don't treat me as a helpless female. They don't try to do things for me. They realize that I am able to handle myself. Hey.
Believe it or not, Joanne is a grandmother, and little 2-year-old Carly is the pride of her life. Carly, that is, and the U.S. Army.
Platoon! Platoon! Home! Right! Peace! Forward! Move!
Staff Sergeant Joanne Gray is part of the new Army, the new co-ed Army. But she's a product of the old Army. She's really a mixture of people all crammed into a 5'2" frame.
She is a very capable female DI. She's tough, but she's fair.
She's not only an exceptional woman, but she's also an exceptional drill instructor as far as the female goes.
If you were to drop in on Staff Sergeant Gray at the 104th Division U.S. Army Reserve Center near Spokane, Washington, you'd see a feisty 42-year-old drill instructor. Quite a bit different from the woman you met a moment ago. So, by now, you might wonder, does Sergeant Gray ever bring her work home with her?
Occasionally, and it has happened a few times that I find myself at home forgetting myself and barking out orders. I don't worry about it. It doesn't last long because my husband just sets me straight. He just says, hey, you know, down there you're a drill sergeant. At home, you don't outrank anybody.
After I met Joanne, her daughter and granddaughter, I felt more at ease because I was about to join the Army, if only for a weekend. And once I got my uniform, Joanne Gray was to be my drill instructor.
Hello.
Yeah, we'll do for you.
Supposed to get some clothes? Yeah. Is there like a fitter or a tailor around? They gave me this paper.
Fitter? Tailor?
Yeah, I mean,
the Army.
It's like a 29 waist,
Well,
33.
You'll get what we got.
Okay. If you got a 14.5-inch neck, it'd look better. What? All this is mine?
All yours.
Great. What am I supposed to do with all this? You really wear these all the time, huh?
All the time.
I can't believe it.
After I fought my way into my uniform and got out onto the field, I wondered just how much could I get away with this grandmother DI. It didn't take me long to find out.
Morning, sir.
For your information, I'm not a sir and I'm not a ma'am. I'm a sergeant. I'm a drill sergeant.
Yes, drill sergeant.
How long's this been growing there, Miller? Have you lost weight since you've been here, or were you two people when you came in?
Doesn't fit, drill sergeant.
I know it doesn't fit. You have to cut it off, Milrick. Milrick, as you well know, in the new Army, we're not allowed to put a man down for push-ups for punishment. But I have a feeling that before this day is over, we're going to make an exception for you.
After inspection, I was glad to get out of the cold, but the reception I got putting my M16 together was as chilling as the snow outside.
Milrick, did your daddy ever give you a BB gun when you were young?
Yeah, but it was put together when I got it. It can't go off, right? Of course.
Not the way you have it put together, it certainly can't. If that goes there, you're going to end up with a weapon that's about 6 inches longer than Army regulation. Milrick, what is your problem? I'm tired of you screwing up. I'm tired of your left foot being on the ground when everybody else's right foot is on the ground. Milrick, what is your problem?
Timing, drill sergeant. Apparently. Have a word with you, drill sergeant?
Milrick, you got it. Get down and give me 10. Now, what do you want to talk about?
It's about these 10s.
You don't like these 10s, Milrick?
It's just starting to get to me.
I like that. I like you as a 10.
At least as far as the Army's concerned. I'm a good 10.
Terry Millerich follows orders very well. Now let's see how well you folks at home follow orders. Pay attention to these commercials. No falling out and going to the mess hall for snacks.
Don't go away. There's lots more to come on That's My Life.
Give a man a challenge, and give a man a Craftsman. It's not just a tool, it's a reputation. Save $10 to $20 on this variable speed reversible drill, variable speed saver saw, dual action pad sander, and 7-inch circular saw, just $29.99 each during Sears National Hardware Week. For quality and value, Craftsman is another reason you can count on Sears.
Look, I don't have panty lines anymore. Because under all my dresses, under all my clingy knits, under all my slightly tight pants, I wear underalls. Underalls are pantyhose with smooth little panties knit right in. So there's never a panty line or bump or bulge to show through your clothes. Oh, I love my underalls because they make me look like I'm not wearing nothing.
Underalls are only visible at department and other fine stores.
Saturday on WKRP, Herb's been pouring a few too many. Can he pull himself together? Then Flo moves to a new time.
Every boss I had was a complete jackass.
And this one's just the same as ever.
Hustle a beer, come on.
But when Mel starts bossing the boss, look out. WKRP and Flo at a new time Saturday night.
Charlie Brown's training his hardest to win the Junior Olympics. So everyone will say,
You're the greatest, Charlie Brown!
Be there Friday, March 20th.
I've come out here into the audience to talk about girls. Now, you three young men all indicated that you're interested in girls, didn't you? Step out here, will you please, young feller? And tell me who you are.
Jim Valentino.
Now, Jim Valentino, a perfect name, man. Of course you're interested in girls. Now, you're about 18, 19?
18.
And you're a student. Your first name is?
Jim.
Jim, what sort of girl do you find yourself attracted to? What characteristics?
What are you talking, body or what?
Well, what are you a-talking? It's your girl. Now, is it the body that... you keep backing up there. Stay down here. Is it the body that you look at first, or is it the face you look at first, or is it the mind you're interested in?
Yeah, the first.
The first? The body.
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah. Now, about what age do you think would be ideal for you to get married?
24.
Why'd you pick that out?
Sounded good.
Well, I think it sounds good. You like 24 as an age to get married. How would you like to find out a little bit about a 24-year-old girl I have here?
Sounds great.
Yes, I'd like to have Beverly Jean come in and meet Jim Valentino. Beverly Jean. Oh, yes. Beverly Jean is a professional cheerleader. Come right down here, Beverly Jean. Right down here to me. There we are. And what'd you say?
Is that my gift or what?
Beverly Jean, this is Jim Valentino.
Hello, Jim.
Yeah. And you'd like to know more about her, I can tell you she lives right here in Los Angeles.
I'm moving out.
Well, if you do, she lives on Crown Avenue. That's all right, I'll hold the card. You said 24 was an interesting age. She is 24. Do you like older women?
For sure.
Yeah. And she weighs 110 pounds. She's 5 feet. I beg your pardon?
I can handle it.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. And listen, you were interested in bodies. She is 36, 24, 35.
Whoa.
Would you like to take her out to dinner?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll bet you would. Yes. How long are you going to be in town?
Another week.
And you'd stick around for a couple if she were dated up for this week?
You got it.
Beverly Jean, I think he's eager enough that maybe I better get you out of here, don't you?
I think so.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Wait, where you going?
Where's she going? Now, Jim, I want to test your mind. What street does she live on?
I don't know.
I want to know how good your memory is. How tall is she?
5'2".
5'6". How much does she weigh?
There's a hill here. 110.
110 is right. How old is she?
24.
You do remember that because that... Now, the most important question of all, what are her measurements?
Whoa, that's... How could I forget? 36. No? Yes?
Are you telling me or asking me?
Yeah.
36 what?
24.
And?
34.
No, you're close. 36, 24, 35. You could use a little help, though, couldn't you, on memory? Sit down there. I beg your pardon?
You didn't let me touch.
I tell you. With that one... That one is a throwback to the original Valentino, isn't he? Well, Jim, I have a fellow who can help you with your memory, help all of you with your memory. He's a gentleman who teaches memory. He's a memory expert, and he is a best-selling author. Let's welcome Harry Lorraine to that. Hey, I welcome you to our show. Now, Harry, to start things off here, could you give us some tips on memory?
All memory is based on the reminder principle. You have to make one thing remind you of the other. For example, if your wife sent you out for a shopping list, for example, for dog food and eggs and fish, let's say, well, what you might do is see yourself walking a gigantic egg instead of a dog on a leash. That way, dog food would remind you of egg. If you made a picture in your mind, anything that you can visualize is easy to remember. Of an egg swimming around like a fish, egg would remind you of fish. It's basically the same system I use to remember names and faces.
Are you serious? Is this really the way you do it?
Oh, sure. Anything that could be visualized can be easily remembered.
Now, you are going to demonstrate this system of association, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, I'd like to try.
Now, you have talked with some of the people in our studio audience.
Yes, I have.
All right. Would everyone with whom Harry has talked please stand? Harry, you have been a busy guy. Well, now, we can't test you with all... You know all those names and all those occupations.
Yes, I think so.
All right, let's go right out here. Just, let's say this row right here in front. You stay on your feet. Stand up there. The second row, the third row, the fourth row, fifth row, sixth row, seventh row. All of you stay on your feet, and everybody else sit down. Everybody else sit down, will you please? Now, I am going to test, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's start with this gentleman right here. Now, you know his name and his occupation?
Yes, that's Mr. Katowski, and he is a wood planner maker, wood pattern maker.
That is correct. Is that right?
That is
Now, how
correct.
did you remember that about him?
What came to my mind to make it visual is I saw a cat towing a ski. Cat, tow, ski. And now it becomes visual and meaningful. And the next step was to associate that to his face, and I took an outstanding feature. I took his mustache. Instead of seeing a mustache when I met Mr. Katowski, I saw a cat towing a ski, and it tells me his name.
Take the microphone and do more here and show us what you can do.
All right, let's try that. What I'd like to try to do is remember the names of all the people standing right now, but I'd also like to try to remember your faces. So what I'll do is I'll call your name and point to you at the same time. So please, don't sit down. Don't sit down until I called your name and pointed directly to you. Now, we've already spoken about you, Mr. Katowski, so you can sit down, please. And this is Mrs. Katowski, who is a secretary. This is Mr. Wilson, who is a disc jockey, the disco, I understand, from Dayton, Ohio. This is Miss Taylor, who's a health educator. Now let's go to that end of the row right over there. That is Mr. and Mrs. Craniac. Mrs. Craniac is a housewife, and Mr. Craniac is in manufacturing engineering. Have got that? And this is Miss... You can sit down when I don't think you're too sure yourself. Sit down. That's it. And right over here, it's Miss Craniac, who's a bookkeeper. Now, this is Mr. and Mrs. Estrella. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I think I said it better than you do. Okay, it's Mr. and Mrs. Estrella. she is a housewife, and you are a service inspector. This is Ms. Gonzalez, who is a fabricator. You work with aluminum and make aluminum doors. If I got that right, thank you, dear. And this is Mr. Gallegos. I hope I pronounced Gallegos, and who is I believe, a materials handler. Is that correct? So let's go to that end. Yeah, you can sit down if I'm right. Right over there, we have Mr. and Mrs. Chisek, and Mrs. Chisek is a unit in unit sales, and this is Mr. Chisek, who is retired from real estate gentlemen, and this is Mrs. Beatty, Department of Motor Vehicles. This is Mr. Beatty, a banker. Right over here is Miss Schooler, and this sounds like we made it up. The name is Miss Schooler, and she is a school teacher. Is that correct? Okay, Miss Schooler. Whoops. Your mind is right. Your name is right on the tip of my mind. Don't sit down, sir. It'll come to me in a minute. While I'm working on that, it's Mr. Baez, who is with the Merchant Marine, I believe. Mr. Baez, you can sit down. And it's an easy one. It just came to me, Mr. Johnston. Thank you very much for standing, Mr. Johnston. Yeah,
You don't have to go any further, Harry. He's convinced all of us, hasn't he? Just great. You know, I had... Sit. Stay.
Miss Joseph, sit down. Mr. Lang, sit down.
That's so. I had all those rows stand up. I thought I would overwhelm you, and you would have gone through the whole audience.
Oh, yeah, sure, of course.
I want to thank you for being on our show.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
You are one impressive guy. Thank you. Wait. Not that way. Don't go that way. Go out the way I told you in rehearsal. Back this way. There you go. I think he forgot. That's My Line. We'll be right back after these unforgettable messages.
Coming up, a group of grandmas who've traded in their suppos and regular shoes for dance tights and tap shoes. And will you get a kick out of them?
We are very proud of you, Peabody.
Thank you, sir.
Your design of the Firestone 721 is brilliant.
Well...
A tire using 7 around 2 wrapped by 1? Genius.
Oh.
24 million on the road, Peabody. And we're grateful.
Chief,
Just one more thing.
Sure.
Now, Peabody, we want you to top it. Top it?
The Firestone 721. It's one tough tire to top.
Coach Hawkins, what are you doing in home ec?
Washing the team's uniforms for the second time.
Washing twice? What are you using?
This.
A so-called bargain, not a smart play, Coach.
Oh, but I saved a lot.
By washing twice, some saving. This is home economics, Coach. We use Tide so we get clothes clean first time around.
On tough, muddy dirt like that?
Sure. Is this as muddy as that was?
Oh, you bet. All my guys are tough.
Oh, Tide'll beat it with just one wash.
Hey, Tide won.
Even after you washed this twice.
Tide was the clean winner 2-1.
Coach, the smart money's on Tide.
Extra Action Tide, the best detergent on American soil. It's a real cleaning bargain.
2-1.
That's My Line. Sponsored by Tide. Day in and day out, women who count on cleaning put their trust in Tide. That's My Line will continue with a story of a sightless guide dog that will leave you speechless, and a group of grannies who traded in their regular shoes for tap shoes.
This is Dan Rather. They are banning books and burning records in many places in the United States. We'll examine this phenomenon on the CBS Evening News tomorrow night.
Tuesday, Telly Savalas is attorney Nick Hellinger. He's up against a mob and a beautiful DA.
I would have put a bail for you.
Trying to save the life of a little girl's father.
If I want this cockroach, I gotta blow a hole in you.
Telly Savalas, Melinda Dillon, Rod Taylor, Hellinger's Law, the CBS Tuesday night movie.
Tonight on CBS.
It's an exciting world we live in. Now capture it and relive it again and again with the new Sanyo Betacord, the video recording system that saves all of your favorite shows on video cassette. Turn on to Sanyo and turn on life.
There, that's life.
Child molester in Brooklyn at 11.
Audience, I understand that there was a little commotion in the line out there while you were waiting to come in to see That's My Line, wasn't there? little discussion, a little fight, a brawl occurred out there in the line? Husband and wife had a problem, did they? Well, actually, they're professionals. They're a fighting couple. And they were out there to help us out on That's My Line. Now, we have a surprise for you folks. We had a hidden camera out there observing that fight, and now we're going to roll that tape. So, yeah. So if you were out there in that line with somebody you should not have been in that line with, you're going to have a real fight when you get home. Roll the tape, please.
Why did you wear that shirt? Clement, didn't you say it says dress accordingly? Dress accordingly, so you will be seen on camera. Well, I put out your good shirt. Why are you wearing that dull pink shirt?
Why you got a stain on your suit? Look at that. You got a stain on your
Clement,
suit.
no, mine. I didn't have time to get the suit clean. I'm too busy taking care of you.
That's the one your mother gave you, right?
Don't talk about my mother, Clement. My mother.
Your mother gave you the suit
Clement,
with the
don't
stain.
listen to my mother after what you said last night. You insulted her last night, telling her that she sounded like a cow when she was chewing. I didn't appreciate that one bit. I didn't knew it was her birthday because you made some comment. She won't even come out of her room.
Great. Your mother is an ass, you know? Don't hit me like that. Crazy one.
Don't you call me crazy.
Well, get her. Don't get me.
I'm not moving.
Well, my fault.
I am not.
No, it's all right, but you can't stay.
Are you a policeman?
Yes, I am. Now, you can't stay here. You have to leave. No, come on.
The thing I like, not one of you guys tried to help that poor man out there. You were letting him take a terrible beating. Here's the fighting couple. Let's have them out here, please. My first question is, are you two really married?
No.
Not. No. Fortunately, I think. Fortunately. What is your name?
Marilyn Dodds Frank.
And you are?
I'm Clement St. George.
Clement and Marilyn. You were marvelous. You really were. Now, you're actors, are you?
Yeah.
And we saw their advertisement in one of the trade papers that you are a fighting couple. You appear at parties or wherever people want a little disturbance. Is that right? And, of course, now we have a check for you. And as a team, who is in charge of the money?
I am.
What do you mean? You won't know what to do with it?
Clement, I'm the one who gives the slaps and gets the good laughs. No, I'll take the check.
No.
There's a couple who really love their work. And if you enjoy your work or know of someone who has an occupation that's off the beaten track, let us know about it. Not only do we want you to watch our show at home, we'd like to have you on our show. Now, here's where to write. That's My Line, Post Office Box 5C, Hollywood, California, 90028.
Occasionally, That's My Line comes across a story that doesn't fit into one of our usual categories. Tonight, we have a story like that. It focuses on a remarkable individual named Emma. Now, for many years, Emma has devoted her life serving another. In fact, so much so, she's become a legend in her own time. And for her past deeds, tonight we pay tribute to Emma on That's My Line. The sights and sounds of a busy city street are things we take for granted. But for Sheila Hawken, there were only the sounds. While she was growing up in Nottingham, England, Sheila developed severe eye problems, and at age 19, she went totally blind. That's when the first chapter of this extraordinary story began. Sheila came to rely completely on the eyes of her guide dog, Emma, and Emma proved to be truly phenomenal. One morning, Sheila and Emma set out for the local bus station, and suddenly, Emma started going in another direction.
And somebody came up to me and asked me if they could help, and I said I wanted the bus station. And he said, "You're right in the middle of it." And I said, "How did I get here? It was up the road." And he said, no, they moved it yesterday, didn't you know? Well, I didn't, but obviously Emma had found out about it.
The film you've been watching is 5 years old, and since then, a miracle has taken place. Thanks to a new medical procedure, Sheila had an operation that completely restored her eyesight.
When I suppose it was a miracle, really. I had an operation, an eye operation, that they didn't seem to be able to do before, and I could see, really, for the first time. It was so fantastic. I can only describe it to you the very first day I came out of hospital. It was like walking into the first day and the first time it sunshined ever, because to me it had never been there before. And there were things that you don't sort of imagine when you can't see. And the first thing I saw was grass, and it was so green. I just couldn't believe it was grass. And my husband was with me, and I said to him, "What's all that green stuff down there?" And he said, "It's grass." And I had to go and touch it to really believe it.
And so begins the next chapter of our story. Now Sheila saw Emma for the first time, and they shared the joy and thrill of the beautiful English countryside, a meadow of grass and flowers that for 14 years only Emma had seen. By that time, Emma had become an integral part of Sheila's life. She had been her lamp in a world of darkness, a close companion, and was now forever a loyal friend. And for her years of devotion, Emma's portrait was accorded a place of honor above the family mantle. But there is still another strange twist of fate to Emma's extraordinary story, because shortly after Sheila regained her sight, Emma slowly began to lose hers. And today, Emma is totally blind.
Ironically, Emma's very old now. She's 16, and she has the same thing as I had. I had cataracts, and now Emma's got those, and she can't see, and she doesn't hear unless you're very close to her. And the role's reversed. I've got to look after Emma, and I have to take her about.
And take care of her is exactly what Sheila did. She was not about to let Emma walk in the world of darkness Sheila had known only too well. She found the solution to Emma's blindness by giving her a seeing-eye dog of her own, another black Labrador named Bracken.
He seemed to understand that Emma couldn't see, and Bracken was never actually trained to be a guide dog. I didn't do anything, he just seemed to pick it up. And now he will take Emma's lead and take her about. Even when Emma goes out into the garden, he will go out and he'll run round her as if to say, well, you know, when you're ready, I'll go back and take you back where the door is.
After so many years of taking care of Sheila during her blindness, Emma now has a faithful guide dog of her own. Thanks to Bracken, Emma can still visit her favorite garden lanes, explore her pet hiding places, and even sniff the fresh foliage of the English countryside. Emma can now appreciate in her own way what it's like to have a lamp to light her world of darkness.
When I think how much Emma meant to me and that she guided me all those years when I couldn't see, it's marvellous to think that she's got Bracken and I've been able to do really something similar for her, because I've been able to supply her with a guide, with Bracken, and that's a marvellous feeling.
Bob, I think you'll agree that Emma and Bracken are indeed a rare breed.
Indeed they are. Thank you for sharing that story with us. We'll be back with more of That's My Line after these important words.
Wow. Wish my kids put that kind of energy into brushing their teeth.
It's Aim. He loves the taste, so he really brushes.
My kids collect cavities. We got to have a fluoride with proof it works.
Aim is clinically proven to reduce cavities, and he likes Aim, so he really brushes.
Brushing is every bit as important as fluoride.
Bobby gets great checkups with Aim.
Great checkups. My family's going to do some energetic brushing with Aim.
Take Aim against cavities. Aim is accepted by the American Dental Association.
Tab Cola for beautiful drink. Tab Cola for beautiful people. Tab Cola, you're beautiful.
has been hiding something behind these no-fingerprint doors. A lot of people bought our refrigerators just because of the way they resist fingerprints. But look inside at the adjustable shelving, the porcelain enameled interiors, the complete ice systems. You'll find more than great refrigerator doors. You'll find the kind of convenience, the kind of quality that makes Whirlpool, Whirlpool. Because quality is our way of life.
About studying tap dancing?
No, if I were going to be a tap dancer, I would have had to have started when I was very young, and I was just too busy last year.
Listen, Bob, that you've got to start young routine is really a myth. And if you don't believe me, I have some tape on tap to back that fact.
I like that. Let's hear your whole routine.
$1 Million legs, the thrill of being chosen for a chorus line, extra bows, perhaps a standing ovation. Some girls have that dream and make it to the top. But when most professional dancers have retired, these grandmas are just starting. Grandmas, you heard me right.
Singular sensation, every little step he takes. One thrilling combination, every move that he makes.
These are the Dancing Grandmas, a professional troupe from Mesa, Arizona. And the leader of this talented toe-tapping group of grannies is Ruth Harris.
We like to dance for our friends. We like to dance for everybody. Grammar school kids, retired people. We even like the college kids. Anybody.
Ruth's career started over 50 years ago when she packed her trunk and headed for Hollywood. Charlie Chaplin wanted her for a screen test. This is the film of that test, and Ruth remembers it just like it was yesterday.
And I hit the main office at Charlie Chaplin's studio, and they certainly didn't want my picture, and they were very surprised to see me, but I left the picture anyway. And I got a call from Charles Chaplin's business manager and said that Mr. Chaplin would like to see me the next day, but not to get excited about it. And we were just beside ourselves, and so I went down, and he tested me for city lights. And after testing for a long time, he said that I had the part.
But Hollywood is fickle, and Ruth lost the part to Virginia Sherrill. However, show business stayed in her blood. Through her perseverance, dedication, and a lot of early morning rehearsals, Ruth and her dancing grandmas have come a long way.
Oh, our biggest performance to date was going to the White House, the invitation from Rosalind Carter. And at first we couldn't believe it. When they called and they asked, they said it was a White House and would I hold? I was sure it was a supper club in Palm Springs or something. It just couldn't be the White House. And if it was the White House, I wondered what on earth I'd done. We're not 16, and we don't pretend to be. We do very simple routines, and we try to do them with all the flair that we can manage. I'm 69 and a half years old, and I'm really just dying to be 70, because I think that I want to be the oldest tap dancer in the United States.
I don't ever feel like a grandma. When I look in the mirror, I sometimes wonder who that is. Because I really feel younger than I look.
I'm 64, and some days I feel 100, but usually I feel about 16.
I think this dancing has done wonders for me. I feel about 18. I really feel terrific.
I'm 63 years old, but I really feel like 23.
While the dancing grandmas aren't 23 anymore, they've certainly discovered the fountain of youth. Whoever thought it would have been in a pair of tap shoes?
You don't join the dancing grandmas. You are invited to come up to the dancing grandmas.
My first reaction to the skimpy costumes was, well, I didn't know how women of our age would look. But we decided that we would cover just about everything up except our legs, because as Ruth always tells us, our legs are the last things to go.
My husband thinks I'm pretty great, too, and it isn't every man that can sleep with a chorus girl.
And I'd like to have you meet the leader of that group. She's right here with us in our audience. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruth Harris. Here she is. Oh, Ruth. That is quite a group you have.
Oh, thank you, Bob.
Ruthie, are you married?
Yes, I am.
How long have you been married?
51 years.
51 years is quite a marriage. Yes, indeed it is. Is your husband a dancer?
Jim didn't learn to tap dance until he was 70.
And he tap dances now?
Oh, yes,
does
he does.
Does he dance with you girls?
That's right.
He does. Does he ever take you out for a romantic evening of ballroom dancing, Ruth?
Well, not so much anymore. He sort of tapped out.
Ruth, I wish you had your costume here. I wish you were all set and you could do a number for us right here on our stage.
Oh, Bob, I'm going to do it.
Hey, she's ready. She's ready. There she goes.
Hit it, boys.
Hit it, boys. Hit it, boys. The dancing grandmas of Mesa, Arizona. Great. And Ruth, I tell you, you've convinced me you are never too old to learn.
Oh, thank you, Bob.
I'll call you for my first lesson in a few years. I think I'm too young to learn. But I want to thank you, ladies. You were just great. And I want to ask you to watch closely now as our sponsors tap out these messages.
Love that coffee aroma, Frank.
Yeah, nothing like automatic drip. How about a cup?
Oh, thanks.
Whoa! Only half a cup? I thought you loved automatic drip coffee.
Oh, I do. It's the caffeine I can do without.
Yeah, me too. That's why we're drinking Brim decaffeinated coffee.
This is Brim?
Mm-hmm. New kind of Brim. Specially developed for automatic coffee makers.
You mean I can make decaffeinated coffee this rich in my machine?
You can with Brim.
Fill your cup to the rim with Brim. New automatic drip.
Stovetop stole my secret. Chicken broth. What Mom says here, Stovetop stuffing is new and improved because they added real chicken broth. That's my secret for making stuffing taste better. Now it's Stovetops, too.
This Stovetop's better than ever.
Yeah, it tastes really delicious. What's the secret?
Mine! Chicken broth.
New stovetop stuffing instead of potatoes. Now it's got real chicken broth.
Wait till you taste it.
Science brings you a conditioner that goes only where your hair needs it. Silkience. It's true. Scientific scanner photography shows you. The light colors show how Silkience goes only where Brenda's hair needs it. But Sue needs more conditioning all over. And Chisa needs it only on the ends. Silkience. What you don't need rinses clean away. Silkience. The science of silkening your hair.
And that's not greasy kid stuff.
And that's our show for tonight. I want to say good night to Suzanne Childs. I want to say good night to you, Leek. And I want to invite you to see That's My Line next week. Bob Barker saying good night, everybody.
And that's My Line. From Mark Goodson, Bill Todman, production. Every weekday morning, Charles Carroll brings you all the news, sports, weather, and much more on Morning with Charles Carroll. And stay well informed with latest breaking news and important stories from around the world on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather. Tonight, Telly Savalas is Nick Hellinger, the best defense lawyer money can buy, but he can't be bought. On Hellinger's Law next, following news break.
Hatchbacks are available right now at the right price at your Tri-State Honda dealer.
Come in now.
Honda. Los Nidos.
Come together and play adventure. Hitch a ride to fantasy. Take a high ride, win or dry ride. Hop on everything you see. Come on out to great adventure. Trade a smile for your frown. You're a short ride from the best rides any place around. So come together and great adventure and get your dreams up off the ground.
Check this Sunday's local newspaper for money-saving coupons.
Child Snatching, Wednesday on 7:30 Magazine.
Hi, I'm Kathy Kelly, a page for CBS Television, and that's my line. For That's My Line.
From Television City in Hollywood. The offbeat, fascinating, and funny ways America makes a living on That's My Line. This man's basketball team holds a world's record. They have played over 5,000 games, but they have won only 3. He's the losingest coach in the history of basketball. That's his line. This 6-year-old is in the hospital for a series of painful tests. This hospital psychologist lets him play with surgical tools to help him overcome his fears. He comforts children who undergo surgery. That's his line. When a criminal in New York City takes a hostage, the police turn to this cop. His job is to persuade hostage takers to free their victims. And tonight, you'll see him in action in a real life-or-death confrontation on That's My Line. You will meet these people and more tonight on That's My Line, starring Bob Barker.
Welcome to That's My Line. Now, did you know that there are $45 billion floating around the United States, unclaimed, because the heirs cannot be located? Tonight, on That's My Line, you're going to meet a man whose job it is to locate missing heirs. In fact, he has tracked down the missing heir to $17,000, and that person is sitting here in our studio audience tonight. Later in our show, one of you folks right here in our audience will discover that you are the missing heir, and you will leave here $17,000 richer, tax-free. Yeah, now suddenly you're interested. Well, let me narrow it down just a bit. It's not the beautiful Suzanne Childs or T.U. Leak.
People with unusual occupations to write to us, and someone wrote us about a super salesman. Now, his name is Floyd Breeden, and he sells 25 to 30 freezers a year.
Oh, that's nice, but he's hardly a super salesman.
Oh, yes, he is. He sells those freezers to Eskimos.
I was wrong. Floyd, you are a super salesman. Thank you for writing this.
And Bob, I was out traveling this week, and I met 3 interesting ladies on Long Island. They run a boarding house for 140 guests who pay only 98 cents a day for room and board.
I think I'd like to stay there.
Maybe you should see the whole story before you make your reservations. Inside this rooming house, the boarders have some interesting tales, and I think you'll see why.
Hello, Sue.
Hi.
Welcome to the cat house.
Thank you.
Yep, I think we're the only one on Long Island.
Now, I'd heard there was a lot of catty behavior going on in this place, and as soon as I made it inside the door, I knew exactly what everyone meant. This was my first time here, and the reception I got was overwhelming. Everybody wanted to tell me their story. Everybody. Listen, after this is over, do you want a manicure? This humble abode is known as the Oyster Bay Cat Foundation, and it's home to 140 abused and abandoned cats. It was started over 5 years ago by Marge Norris, Jessie Sloan.
It's not the kind of a job you would go out and look for.
And this woman, author-artist Pat Ledoux, who's given over $250,000 she inherited from her grandfather to make sure that kitties get what they need.
If my grandfather came to life, he'd probably flip out. Because as I recall, he didn't like cats.
But obviously, Pat does. With her, charity begins at home. A home for kitty cats, all 140 of them.
They're very brave, independent, which I like. I just think they're terrific animals. I mean, I like most animals, but I think they're kind of special.
And so is the Oyster Bay Cat Foundation. It's a true kitty kingdom, but there's a lot of hard work involved, like changing the 200 pounds of cat scratch that kitties go through literally every day. But when supper time rolls around at the Oyster Bay Kitty Kitchen, everybody gets into the act.
Have a banana, Anna. Have a salami, Tommy. Give with the gravy, Davy. Everybody eats when we come to my house. Everybody eats when they come to my house.
Don't you think that was an adorable story?
It was absolutely We'll be right back.
Coming up on That's My Line, a remarkable basketball coach who boasts a very unusual record. 3 wins and over 5,000 losses.
My baby's first shoe.
Cute. But isn't that my baby's blanket?
It's mine. I just washed
Ladies.
it. Whose is whose? I can tell. Feel.
This one's soft.
And smell.
Nice.
If it feels soft and smells April fresh, it's got to be Downy, so it's ours.
Downy rinses in skin-loving softness, April freshness. Great static cling control.
Downy sure is terrific.
You sold me.
April Fresh Downy.
Obviously, all deodorant soaps aren't created equal, or my Safeguard wouldn't be so small.
Okay, but I need that Safeguard deodorant soap protection.
I love the lather.
I love the fresh scent.
What about these?
Most deodorant soaps don't lather up this rich, even when they're big. Here, it's a little small.
Better a small Safeguard than no Safeguard.
For the combination of lather and protection, fresh-smelling Safeguard's the smallest soap in the house.
You're into sports. Now, do you really believe it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game?
I believe that. Sometimes. Like when I'm losing.
Well, I want you to meet a man who believes in that old adage almost all the time. He just never wins. Watch this. This bus is carrying a team that has broken basketball attendance records in every corner of the world. Their coach is Red Clark.
You're going to work pick plays from the pivot to the corner man.
The team is the Washington Generals.
Working out of the lane with all those pickoffs will make a difference of a lot of points.
Tonight, these fans are hoping to see them get their 4th win. Not their 4th win in a row.
Okay, man, tonight.
But their 4th win in 5,116 games.
Concentrate. So, you know, we really got to go out there and work at it. I want that 4th win. Let's concentrate, follow everything we talked over, and let's go out there and win this one.
And why have the Washington Generals won only 3 games? Because every time they go out on the basketball court, they play this team, the Harlem Globetrotters, the winningest team in basketball history. Knowing the Generals are out for blood tonight, the tension in the Globetrotters locker room is almost unbearable. As the game nears, the pressure mounts.
Hey, what do you think those clowns are doing next door, man?
But the Generals are not next door. Because they want to win their 4th game, they're on their way to the court for some pregame practice. The place is Louisville, Kentucky, and the fans are in high gear.
People don't realize how serious I am about good basketball against the Harlem Globetrotters. They think it's all show, but it's not all show. I insist we play good basketball.
As you can see, the Globetrotters really get uptight when they know they have to face the Generals.
People just don't realize how good the Harlem Globetrotters are and the many great players that they have. The games are difficult, but we excel in what we're doing, and apparently the people love what they see. We make the Harlem Globetrotters play their very best. What was that? That was illegal. That was illegal. Time out. Time out. Hey, ref. I want this man up. Oh, he's off my base. What's going on out there? I don't believe it. Come on, he's fouled. I mean, how long is it going to take to get a foul? You'll be taking a shower. Wait a minute. Most people are losers. Most teams are losers. What's going on out there? There's only one winner in all leagues, so most teams are losers in the long run, so we just happen to be the champs.
That's it. The Generals' 5,113th loss.
Look, fellas, you played a great ball game. I'm proud of you. Look, the Trotters just played it just a little bit better, and they got a few extra rebounds. We'll pick that up tomorrow. Nice going there, Rich. Nice going, Jim. Nice going, man. Number 4, we'll get that tomorrow.
Earlier, I told you that someone here in our studio audience was going to receive an inheritance of more than $17,000 tax-free. Before we find out who that lucky heir is, let's meet a man whose line is uniting heirs with their inheritance. Welcome, William Linhart. Now, William, how long have you been in this kind of work?
About 17 years.
And do you have any idea how much money there is in the United States that has not been claimed by the rightful heir?
There's $45 billion in the United States and $150 million in California looking for the people that it belongs to.
$45 billion. But we're going to give away $17,000 of that money tonight on That's My Line. The heir is right here in our studio audience. You don't know who you are, but we know who you are, and we're going to find you shortly. Now, William, how do you make any money out of this?
I generally get a percentage, anywhere from a third to 50% of what I recover for the air.
Why is there so much money that has not been claimed by the air? Why don't they know about it?
A lot of times it's due to the fact that they don't exchange Christmas cards, they don't exchange birthday cards, they don't keep in touch with the family members.
And the family members leave them this money and then they don't know about it.
That's right. Even a neighbor can leave them the money.
And we have such a situation right now, and we are going to do something about it. I have a few notes here about the heir to this money. $17,000, tax-free.
That's right.
First of all, the heir in our audience here is a lady. It's an heiress. Look at the looks of disappointment on these men out here, will you? Yes, it's an heiress. This lady lives in California, doesn't she, William?
That is right.
She lives right here in California. If you're a tourist, you're going to have to pay your own way home. This heiress has children. Raise your hands if you are a lady who lives in California and has children. Just raise your hands. How many possibilities are there? Look at this. Many possible heiresses here. This lady was born south of the Mason-Dixon line. How many of you in our audience living in California have children and were born south of the Mason-Dixon line? Just raise your hands here. Here's one over here. Here's one. Here's another. Here's one over here. This is going to narrow it down. Ladies and gentlemen, our heiress is a retired cosmetologist. And one of her children is named Michelle. And I can tell by the look on Helen Aldrich's face, she knows she has inherited $17,000. Helen Aldrich, stand up down here on the second floor. Helen, what did you say there? We were applauding so loudly I couldn't hear you.
I said, I'm speechless, but thank the Lord.
You're speechless, but you thought of something very appropriate. Helen is here with her daughter, Michelle. And Michelle thought that she works for Kenny Rogers. You thought you had come down to appear with other people who work for famous personalities to be on our show. So she was completely surprised, too, I'm sure, weren't you, Michelle?
Most definitely.
What do you think you're going to do with this $17,000? Do you have any idea, Helen?
I would like to put something down on me at home.
I think that's a very good idea. Now, William, you have the instructions for her right here, do you not?
That's right.
There you are. This is how you can get in contact with William. The whole story is here, and you'll find out how you can claim your $17,000. William Linhart, I want to thank you for joining us on That's My Line. My friends, we'll be back after these messages.
Coming up on That's My Line, our very brave Terry Millerick takes one singing lesson and then has the nerve to go on stage and make his nightclub debut. Will he be a hit, or will it be his farewell performance?
$15 now, my Hazel's been packing me Oscar Mayer chopped ham for lunch. 15 years, it's a part of me, you know? It's a part of my day. Not today, no. Today she put on Oscar Mayer's summer sausage instead. That's my Hazel.
Ever wonder what Oscar Mayer has in store for you?
Our family restaurant isn't the town's biggest, but at dinner they start lining up for Mama's cooking. And unless everybody's on their toes...
Mama, headache? Oh, it started in the back all the way.
We'll be making excuses, not friends.
Smell.
But we've got Bayer, the only pain reliever our family uses.
Mama.
It works fast on headaches and our aches and pains. If anything beat Bayer aspirin, we'd buy it.
Oh, Mama's better.
For headaches, for your family's aches and pains, all you need is Bayer.
From the Redstone rocket that opened the space age to the mighty Saturn that lifted man to the moon, CBS News was there. As we are now on the threshold of America's newest and boldest space venture.
CBS News, then and now, the leader.
Tomorrow, an NBA playoff doubleheader. Regional action starts as Milwaukee faces Philadelphia, Chicago meets Boston, then Houston and Los Angeles, Kansas City and Portland. Be here tomorrow, 1 Eastern, for your games on CBS Sport.
Welcome back to That's My Line. If you should ask me what I do worst, I think I would say sing. I do not sing well. I was singing once, and 14 people walked out, and I was in my shower at the time. Well, I found that our man in the field, Kerry Millerick, has the same problem, yes, sir, but he decided to do something about it, and on that note, let's hear what he did. Hit it, Kerry.
Singing in the rain, just singing in the rain.
Everybody loves to sing in the shower. It's safe and it's warm and everybody loves it. The problem is that if I have to sing any place but the shower, I either chicken out because I'm too embarrassed or somebody asks me to shut up. That's why I couldn't wait to enroll in a singing class aimed at people just like me.
It's taught in New York City through an organization called the Learning Annex. There are no formal lectures or written tests, but you've got to at least try to keep good notes.
Good, louder, louder.
My children came running in the house and say, "Ma, the neighbors, close the windows." But I'm going to show them.
Good. Okay.
You know, there's a part of me that really believes that I'm not as awful as I sound. That there's got to be a way that I can sound better.
Hello, hello. I signed up for this class because I wanted to sound better too. My teacher is Robert Goldberg.
We could, when we're very young, psychologically be told that we have a very bad ear, and then you'll start to believe that. So it's sort of negative thinking can lead you to really destroy a lot of things in terms of your physical being and, let's say, your musical ear. And then through repetition and just believing, hey, I can do this, and just working it out, you can overcome that. I've never worked with anybody who is totally tone deaf that can't eventually pick up tones.
But you never worked with me.
You feel all the buzz? This is called resonance. You feel it? Good, good. Good. All right. Let's go on from there. Now, big.
To reach
Open it up. Open your mouth.
the unreachable star.
Good.
Was that right?
You're real close.
Close enough to inspire me to hit the road in search of a singing job. All it would take would be one good audition, and the impossible dream of a singing career just might come true. To reach the unreachable star. What do you think?
Well, it was interesting, but I think maybe you should start at a smaller club.
Whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong.
Next.
What? You got my number? I've gotta be me. I've gotta be me. Oh, well, what do these guys know anyway? I need somebody who's known for recognizing real talent. Somebody like Doug Weston. His club, the Troubadour in Hollywood, has launched the careers of some of the biggest names in music. You ready?
Sure, I'm ready. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the same stage that, like, Elton John and Linda Ronstadt
That's it.
started on?
That's it. Same piano.
Same piano?
Right.
Great. I've gotta be me. What do you think?
I really can't see a chance of us using you right now.
What if I were to get your sign out in front on primetime television?
Well, as a special added attraction here at the Troubadour this evening, I'm sure you will enjoy the debut performance of Kerry Millerick. Let's have a hand for Kerry.
Working? I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. But don't tell me, why should it be true?
let's say, for instance, you forget words to a song. Now, as an actor, if I forget words to my script, I can just start improvising. Do the same thing as a singer. To be willing to march to hell for a heavenly cause, and I know if I'll only be true to this glorious cause. Also, emotionally, you have to be able to sell a song. What does the song mean to you? So the audience will get some inner feelings.
Figure out if the audience was applauding the way I finished that song or just the fact I was finished. I had to ask. Well, what'd you think of my singing?
I like the piano player.
I was talking to Kerry Millerick earlier, and he told me that performing before that nightclub audience was one of the most frightening experiences of his life. And from the way the audience reacted, I think it was pretty frightening for them, too. But, Kerry, we give you an A for effort. Now, if any of you out there have an unusual career or know of anyone who does, we'd like to hear about it. Who knows? It might be just the ticket to bring you to this stage. Here's where to write. That's my line, Post Office Box 5C, Hollywood, California, 90028.
In today's complicated society, many people find that a psychologist can be a very supportive force. Well, you're about to meet a hospital psychologist who works primarily in the children's surgical ward. Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles is one of the finest hospitals for the treatment of children, some of whom are gravely ill. Hospitals can be scary places, but for a child, seeing medical equipment and meeting strangers for the first time, it can be a traumatic experience. When a child has leukemia, tests and life-saving procedures produce pain and fear. 6-year-old Mark Mitchell has battled leukemia for 2 years. Today, he's at Cedars-Sinai to see if his condition has changed.
Mommy gonna stay?
No.
No.
Why not?
Don't you want Mommy here?
No, she's scared.
She's scared? Mommy's Mommies are like that.
Dr. Carol Hurwitz explains the tests Mark will undergo.
Tomorrow we're going to do a bone marrow and a spinal tap and a regular blood test. And the purpose of these tests are to essentially to assess whether he's in remission or not. A remission in leukemia is a state where there's no evidence of leukemic cells anywhere.
During his tests, Mark will have to remain completely still. To help him understand, Mark spends time playing with medical instruments that eventually will be used on him. The director of this unique play therapy is Bob Morrison.
My job, a good part of it, to prepare a child like Mark, psychologically, emotionally, for the kinds of things that are going to happen to his body while he's in the hospital.
Okay, I get to be very, very careful because we're going to use a real needle.
Okay.
And you know how sharp that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
The medical play serves a purpose of beginning to draw out some of Mark's feelings about his treatment. Mark was most interested in working with the syringes with the needle on them. Knowing Mark, that's not surprising. A lot of his treatment revolves around needles, the fear of needles. Mark is probably stuck more in 6 months than most of us are in a lifetime.
Give me a Band-Aid. Oh, gosh. And the operation comes.
Mark's mother, Marie, is grateful that her son can benefit from the compassion and experience of Bob Morrison.
I think play therapy is the greatest. I think it's very, very important, and it's helped both of us overcome a lot.
When Dr. Hurwitz is getting ready to give you an IV in your hand, does it scare you?
No.
Not at all?
Are you?
It doesn't feel very good, though, does it?
It feels good. It makes you healthy.
It makes you healthy. But does it hurt at all?
No. But for baby, yeah.
During the tests, Bob and Mark go through this emotional experience as a team.
Are you okay? Okay, here comes the owie. You say owie, but try not to move.
Stay still, honey.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Hang on,
it's a good boy.
sweetheart.
Hang on, Mark.
Mark. This is the worst.
Okay.
Hang on, pumpkin.
Okay, very good.
Go to sleep, Mark.
Are you okay now, Mark? Okay.
Okay.
You should be starting to go to sleep now, is it? Are you all right?
Yeah, this is the worst thing. And pretty soon we're going to get through it.
Are you okay, Mark?
All the tests, the worst test is all done. Super. It's that bee sting of the medicine. It'll sting, it'll stop, and then the rest of it is really easy.
I'm just feeling where I am with your hands.
Mark.
Okay.
Doing a good job.
You're doing a very good job. Okay, I'm just feeling again, Mark. Okay, now the skin is asleep, Mark, but I want to put some more, little bit further in so it won't hurt you, okay? And you'll feel it a little tiny bit. Okay. Okay, just hold still. There's a good fellow. Oh, you're doing fine. Okay, that doesn't hurt. Are you all right, Mark? Okay, we're almost done now. Okay.
No, honey, I promise.
Give you your medicine, right? To give you your medicine.
Yeah, I'll give you the airplanes, okay?
You were so good.
The tests are over now. Somehow, through the tears and anguish, this brave little 6-year-old understands that painful treatment and tests must continue to be a part of his life until his leukemia is beaten. While we waited for the test results, we spoke to Bob.
There are those who die. And somehow with those, no matter how good a job you do, you wish you had done more, even though you know that maybe it isn't humanly possible to do it.
Hopeful and anxious, Marie waited several hours to learn the results of the crucial tests. It's up to Bob and Dr. Hurwitz to report the findings.
Well, Marie, I'm pleased to be able to tell you that the tests have come out normal and that Mark's in his good remission.
One of the most wonderful feelings in the world is watching a child who is hurting and very, very sick smile at you through the pain, and through that tell you that you've done something that's worthwhile.
I'm sure that you found that story as moving as I did, and I think you'll want to join me in welcoming that extraordinary play therapist, Bob Morrison. Bob, welcome to That's My Line. I must say that yours must be a very difficult job.
I'm a lucky person. I do something I really love to do, and hopefully most of the time it makes a difference, especially when a child gets well.
How is Mark Mitchell doing?
Oh, he's doing wonderfully. In fact, he's here today.
You have Mark with you, and we're going to meet him right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Mitchell. Hello, Mark. Welcome to That's My Line.
Thank you.
It's our pleasure to have you on our show with us. Now, how old are you, Mark?
6.
And you're going to school?
Yeah,
What grade are you in?
1st grade.
And what do you like most about the 1st grade, Mark?
PE.
The physical education? You like exercise? Then I think you're going to like a gift that we have for you. We talked with your mother, and she said she thought that you would like to have this. You want to climb on? Come on, get up there, Mark. There you go. Mark, thank you for being on our show, and thank you, Bob Morrison. Continued success in your work. Here he goes, the first ride on his new bicycle. We'll be back with more of That's My Line after these messages.
Cats have amazing memories, and what they remember best is food. One of their favorite flavors is fish. Cats can pick it out anywhere. The unforgettable fish taste in Fish Ahoy. The only dry cat food made with the real flavors of salmon, cod, and tuna in every box. You may forget that, but your cat won't. And Fish Ahoy is nutritionally complete. Fish Ahoy, the fish-flavored cat dinner for the real fish taste cats never forget.
RCA wants you to see the right colors. Does your television automatically capture all these deep, rich, rolling shades of green? Color Track 1981 can. With RCA's advanced detail processor, Color Track separates detail from color, refines it, then locks the right color on track. Even colors only subtle shades apart. Color Track 1981. RCA is making television better and better.
That's My Line will continue with a cop who will lead you through a real-life hostage incident and a lie detector expert testing some people in our audience.
At 2:26 last Monday afternoon, the world was stunned once again. What kind of people are we, they asked. Some answers on 60 Minutes, Sunday on CBS.
Peter Cook is the butler. She's the saucy career woman.
I didn't lie.
You have lied to your butler.
You carry the death penalty.
They're the two of us. And her charming daughter.
Everything is under control.
And watch out. It's hilarious comedy on The Two of Us, premiering Monday evening.
Oh, come along, madam. Let's make the best of it.
This is CBS.
Let's see, an Alaskan shrimp cocktail, oysters on the half shell. Well, if you think the appetizers at Red Lobster look good, look what's next. Crab legs. There, as easy as that. Or maybe you're a shrimp fan. Oh, we get lots of those. And there's no sweeter way to end a lobster dinner than, oh, very good choice.
Red Lobster for the seafood lover in you.
Barnaby Jones premieres Monday at 5 on 2.
Policeman who has one of the most dangerous assignments I've ever heard about. And the real-life incident you're going to see is more dramatic and chilling than any cop show on television.
New York City has a yearly average of 30 incidents where innocent victims are taken hostage. Because of this deplorable crime, the New York Police Department created a special unit to deal exclusively with hostage situations. The chief hostage negotiator is Frank Bowles.
I'm the only full-time negotiator in that I handle all of the administrative functions for the hostage program. I do the training, I do the selection, I do the research, I handle different communications and so forth.
An important part of Frank's job is teaching law officers from all over the world how to handle a hostage crisis. Here he explains the first crucial step, making contact with the person or persons holding the hostage.
A lot of times guys would say, well, should I say I'm a cop or what? If you just tell them, I am Frank Bowles, the police department negotiator. And now you're identifying who you are, your first name, your last name. Police department negotiator, it gives you some authority, but the term negotiator is a nice term. I mean, there's nothing bad ever associated with negotiators. You never tell him no. Right. But you don't necessarily tell him yes. It's always, let me see what I can do. Let me try for you. I will try for you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of 3 cars that we have that are used by hostage coordinators or the co-coordinators. And it's got various kinds of equipment that we'll use. We have a periscope, the other very important item. And if somebody is shooting, instead of sticking your head around the corner, this always works out very well. Now, this is just a toy periscope. And when we first brought this out, a couple of guys had said, how can you bring a kid's toy out there and use this on police work? Well, after the first couple of shots were fired, the guy said, hey, Frank, can I borrow that periscope for a minute? The first listening we may get the opportunity to do might be at a door, so we'll use a stethoscope and try again to build up communication. If you want to visit somebody in the hospital after visiting hours, just put it around your neck and walk in. That works too.
Central to car 7173K. Central to car 7173K.
7173, Central.
7173 ESU civil bars that confirmed the hostage incident. You copy. Another 173, 10-4, on the way.
What you are about to see is an actual hostage incident.
I've seen 2 people in the kitchen. I can't make out if one's a female or not, but it's fuzzy, but they have definitely seen 2 people moving around.
Yeah, okay, Frank is aware of that. Is Frank on his radio? Bolt's on the radio? All right? We're on 1. 59262. Yeah, he's going to call him now.
In this situation, the perpetrator is holding his hostage at gunpoint in an apartment. The hostage is the man's wife. Police cars converge on the scene, while others wait in strategic positions. Minutes drag into hours. How long will they wait?
We don't put an end on it, as long as it takes to bring them out safely. That's the main thing, so that nobody gets hurt.
Police videotape all hostage incidents so they'll have a record of exactly what takes place. The tension on the street mounts. When Frank feels the time is right, he will approach the perpetrator from the street. Remember, this is an actual incident. The voices you hear are taken from the police tape.
Extend the hand of friendship. You know, what are these hands here, right? These are hands of friendship. What kind of music you playing? I don't hear it. Hey, Jack, you don't stand here and talk to us, man. You keep walking away. Was it picking or what? Nobody. I'm the guy in charge of lock picking. Talk to me, will you? Talk to me. Will you listen to me a second? Why am I standing here? I'm standing here to listen to talk to you, not to watch you do something. You think we'd be standing here if we didn't care about you?
Frank gains the hostage-taker's trust as he goes to shake his hand. He grabs him firmly as the other officers break through the door to subdue him. But Frank continues to reassure his captive.
Take it easy. Nobody's going to hurt you. Believe me. Nobody's going to hurt you. All right, easy. Okay, we got it. Easy.
After the long, intense negotiations, Frank's years of experience paid off.
We just saw in action Captain Frank Bolts of the New York Police Department. Now, Frank, how did you get this job as hostage negotiator?
Actually, when they were putting the program together, they needed somebody to fill in the job, and they couldn't get anybody to fill in the job, so they said, send Frank Bowles. He doesn't know any better, and that's how I got it.
And you're still there?
Still there. It's been eight years.
How many confrontations have you been involved in?
Well, I've personally been involved in almost 200 jobs, and we've brought about the release of over 800 hostages in that 8-year period.
I would think that might be described as successful, and our audience obviously agrees. Now, how does a police officer qualify for this job?
Well, actually, we use detectives as negotiators. We've drawn upon their experience, their lay psychological experience as interrogators and interviewers.
Now, what advice would you have for someone in our audience who might have the unfortunate experience of becoming a hostage?
Well, the first thing is follow the orders explicitly of the person who is holding you. And also try to give eye contact and maintain eye contact with that person, because you will start to build a certain camaraderie while you're looking at each other. Try to treat them like royalty. Never turn your back on them, because if you do that, it'll cut off this friendship that will develop, this Stockholm Syndrome, or transference, as it's called.
Or should you try to overpower him or escape? Or...
Well, you'd have to think very carefully, because if you think you can escape and you don't make it, he may treat you very harshly if he takes you back. And you'd have to be very, very careful about that.
I see. Well, I want to thank you for being on our show, and thank you for this very good advice.
Thank
and
you very
best
much.
wishes for continued success. We'll be back after these messages.
Coming up on That Smile Line, members of our studio audience will put a lie detector expert to the ultimate test. Can they fib to him and get away with it?
As the damp morning fog creeps through the porthole, a pasty film covers the Dudwicks' mouths. They wake with the worst breath of the day.
Morning. Scope?
I'll use mine.
Yours leaves your breath medicine-y, not minty like Scope.
Mine kills germs.
Scope kills germs.
Come on.
Try.
Minty fresh.
And?
Kills germs.
Morning. Scope fights bad breath, doesn't give medicine breath.
Bunny. Thank you, Mr. Bunny. Thanks, Sister Bunny.
Kids love M&M's at Easter. Both the plain and peanut have real milk chocolate and colorful candy shells, so there's no chocolate mess. M&M's. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Thank you, Bunny. Bark, bark.
Feeling 7-Up, I'm feeling 7-Up. Sharing styles, sharing smiles, feeling 7-Up.
Introduced you as a lie detector expert. What is your title?
Well, I'm a criminologist who specializes in lie detection cases.
I know that you have worked on some of the most publicized cases of the last decade, but what was your most recent assignment?
Well, I flew over to Dublin, Ireland, and then into Belfast to run 4 young boys, 18 years old, that were accused of killing a British lieutenant. And I cleared all 4 of the boys, and they're home safe now.
Now, it must be very gratifying when it turns out like that.
Yes, it is. But I think, you know, one of the most interesting aspects of this is in working with psychiatrists and psychologists.
You mean not in the area of crime?
No, in the area of determining emotion, what it does to the body, what it does to a family, and what it does to society.
Well, now, is that what this machine is useful in? Does this actually measure emotional responses?
Yes. Well, the polygraph just does measure emotional responses, but the research we've been doing, which we'll demonstrate today, will be strictly using 1/5 of the polygraph, and that's the GSR Galvin number.
Now, when you say that we will demonstrate that on our show tonight, is everything ready here? Are you prepared to do the demonstration?
Yes, sir. Everything is ready.
All you need are a couple of victims from our studio audience. Is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah. Well, let me see what I can find. This young man right here, will you come up here just as quickly as you can from the 2nd row? And this young lady in the beige suit, will you come up here from the 3rd row? I'd like to have both of you come up, meet Mr. Gugas here. You, madam, would you have a seat right here, please? There you go. And this young man, would you have a seat right over here, please? Now, let's begin with her, Chris. How much do you have to do in the way of hooking her up?
Oh, we'll just put these electrodes on, and this will measure what we call skin resistance. She won't feel a thing.
Very well.
And this is so sensitive, Bob, that we're going to have her try and steal a coin, and without her even answering no, I'll try and tell which coin she took. It's very difficult.
Well, if she's going to steal a coin, let's find out who she is so we'll know the name of the thief. What is your name?
Chris Matijasek.
All right, now, Chris, take one of the coins and don't let the audience see. Don't let the audience see. Okay, you can play right along, audience, by watching your monitors and see what this needle does as Chris Gugas questions the other Chris.
Did you take the 50-cent piece, Chris? That's right. Don't answer. Did you take the dime? Did you take the quarter? May I have my quarter back?
Chris, show the audience that quarter. What do you do, Chris?
I teach school.
Okay. Do the children ever upset you?
Oh, yes.
That arrow didn't do a thing. They don't upset you much, I guess. Are you married or single?
Single.
Are you interested in meeting a young man?
Yes.
Would you like to meet a nice man who doesn't have a lot of money?
Yes.
Or would you rather meet a guy who may not be quite so nice, who has filthy rich?
No.
No. No? You sweet little liar, you. You know, this is fun, but I don't feel we're really doing a complete test of your emotional response. I've enjoyed this. I've questioned you as best I can, but I think that to really question you, we need something bigger and... Look at that arrow The reason I'm back here is that my arrow was even higher than hers is over there. I think he likes you. No, yes. You can take him away now. We got the response we want. Yes, he's very... You see, he hasn't had lunch, and we want to get him out for dinner right away. Thank you very much, Chris. I'll unhook her. Let's see now if the male of the species can conceal his emotions more successfully than the female. As I take this off, I want to have a little chat here with you about a couple of fellas I know, one of whom's doing very well. He's a very successful producer, and maybe you could meet him after the show, okay? I'm going to step over here and find out who this young man is. What's your name?
Jim White.
And Jim, what do you do?
I'm a manufacturer's representative.
Yes, and as a manufacturer's representative, you call on people regularly?
Yes, I do.
Now, Jim, are you married or single?
I'm married.
Okay. Tell me, Jim, how long have you been married?
16 years.
Think back 16 years now, Jim. Before you were married, did you have a lot of girlfriends?
No.
No. Your wife has my sympathy. When you did decide to marry the lovely girl you married, was there at least one girl who was broken-hearted?
At least one.
Don't kid me. No one cared. Look at that. Look at that, Neil. Do you have children?
Yes, I do.
Do your children ever upset you?
Yes.
Do they? Who's the boss in your house, you or your wife?
I am.
Poor old henpecked Jim here. This is fun, but you know, I don't feel that in your case we are doing a really complete test of your emotional responses either. You saw that tiger and how that got a response from my friend Chris over here, didn't you, Jim?
Yes.
Well, I'd like to have you meet Cheryl. Cheryl, this is Jim. I beg your pardon?
You didn't tell me he was so cute.
Well, I hadn't met him. You like him, do you?
I like him. Scoot over a little?
Oh, yes.
Look
Watch
at
your
that
needle,
mustache.
Jim.
That mustache is wonderful. Is your hair as soft as your mustache?
I tell you what, in the interests of science, I mean, this is a scientific experiment. I think it would be fitting and proper for you to give him a nice kiss on the cheek there. Go ahead and let's see what the needle does. You know, it's strange. He'd rather have her play with his mustache, wouldn't he? Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Yes. Jim, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Chris, thank you. And Chris, I have thoroughly enjoyed this. This has been most enjoyable, and it's obvious what you could do with this fantastic machine. Our audience enjoyed it, and right now, our sponsors would like to get your reaction to these messages. We'll be right back.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with more of That's My Line.
About wraps it up for tonight. I thought before I left the studio that I would try out our emotional response machine myself. And if you will look at the needles there on your monitors, you can see I'm calm, cool, and collected. So let's say goodnight to Suzanne Childs and T.U. Lee. Here. I'm still calm and cool, but I'm very, very happy, too. See you next week. Good night, everybody.
Next on That's My Line, a wacky inventor who built an airplane from an old car and a baby buggy. Harry Millerick takes a crash course at a Hollywood stunt school. A professional gambler competes in a $50,000 blackjack competition. And some of the world's most famous faces visit Bob Barker right here. Next weekend, be sure you're here for CBS Sports live coverage of the Masters, one of America's premier sports events. Now stay tuned as Riker takes his life in his hands when he infiltrates a prison full of inmates with scores to settle with him. On Riker, next.
Olson, your announcer, and that's My Line, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Sunday.
You want to hire you?
Will Ann and Nick land a $500,000 account?
$500,000.
A full hour, one day at a time. Sunday.
Sunday, April 12th. Witness the story of two men who changed the world. Witness Peter and Paul. They fought Roman injustice and sometimes each other to keep a new religion alive.
You are not the center of the church.
Starring Anthony Hopkins as Paul and Robert Foxworth as Peter. Their story will amaze you. Their passions will move you. Their pain will touch you. Their courage will inspire you.
Kept the faith.
A CBS holiday special, Sunday, April 12th. Witness Peter and Paul.
A dinghy? You expect me to set off in a dinghy? Don't know a bloody thing about dinghies.
Or any other kind of a boat, it would seem. You should have taken a boating safety course, Captain Blythe, and you would not be in this unfortunate circumstance.
But surely, Mr.
It's inexcusable. A so-called man of the sea, such as yourself.
Very well, then. It will be men against the sea.
Before taking command of your ship, find out about boating safety courses from your local Coast Guard auxiliary.
This is Captain Kangaroo. The world is slowly closing in for thousands of youngsters who are losing their sight because of retinitis pigmentosa. The Retinitis Pigmentosa Foundation is dedicated to finding a cure and treatment for this disease. Children have so much to see. They deserve a chance to see it all.
This is CBS.
WABC. Hey, this year the Yankees are on 77 radio. WABC. Like in what? Another big contract?
That's W, as in Winfield.
A as in the Big Apple.
B, as in Yogi. C, as in holy cow.
WABC. They better play better than they sing.
This is Masada. Masada, we're a pitifully small...